The Sunday morning live stream. And we are here this morning with Amy from AJC Magic TV and the Duphily crew. Welcome in, guys.
Ron and Meredith.
Thanks for having us.
Hello.
Well, thanks for coming on. We had a lot of fun last week, and it went so long last week that we had to go to the second park this week. But first, before we get to that, let's introduce your channels a little bit. Amy, you want to tell everyone about your channel a little bit?
I'm Amy of AJC Magic TV. I am a Disney fan and all different things of Orlando and attractions. But since I live in Pennsylvania, I also try to feature the area attractions and museums and stuff in my area of Pennsylvania, Ohio, and West Virginia. And I also do some trivia nights.
Nice shirt.
Yes,
Thank you.
And she got her hours. We got to make sure everyone knows that she did her hours too.
You got your hours?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah,
Awesome.
I got my 4,000 watch hours, so I'll be
Yay.
getting that all together.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
That's
All
so
right.
exciting.
Ron and Meredith, you want to tell everyone about your channel?
All right, so this thing right here?
Yeah.
All right. He made me write stuff down so I don't screw it up. Okay, we're a family that loves traveling to Florida. We enjoy making videos, sharing our experiences of the theme parks like Disney and Universal. And our main focus of our channel is to make new friends that share our interests.
Awesome.
Very good.
Yes.
Cool. Yes. I think we've all met through chats of other
Yes.
people and other people and other people, and our
Yeah.
family keeps on growing. And wow, so we got to hit the chats.
Okay.
We got a lot of people. Well, again, thank you guys for joining us again. We appreciate it. We appreciate you guys joining us last week for our over 2 hour show. I think. And we'll see what happens this week. This is actually the bigger park, isn't it?
I think so.
So, welcome in, James Ryan. Welcome
Yes.
in, obviously, the Duphily crew and AJC Magic TV, Amy. Welcome in, James Ryan, Jack, Santa Claus, Logan,
Yes.
Bob, and Ashley are here. Holy cow. Awesome. Good morning, Bob and Ashley. MGM Family Travel. Welcome
Good
in.
morning.
I think that's it.
I think
right?
that's it.
That's it for now. Yeah. People straggle in as
I know, it's
the day
hard.
goes on.
Sunday,
And-
people are doing errands and probably getting ready for Memorial Day.
If I was you, I wouldn't be watching this either. So. It's a beautiful Sunday morning. It's a beautiful Sunday morning. But for those of you on our hour monitoring count, we are down. We only need like 201 hours
Yes.
left before we hit monetization. So that's all on you guys. Thank you very
Yes,
much.
We appreciate it.
I mean, I'm surprised we're as far along as we do. Considering like our first full year was pixelated junk because our settings were wrong.
Correct.
It's
Yes.
not too bad.
Yeah.
So I wish we can go back and fix
Fix it,
those
yeah.
without losing
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, but it's good. You get to see your evolution, how you started, how you continue to get better, fix things to where you are now.
Yeah.
So I would
Yeah,
look at it. That's good because you get to see the improvement and how you made yourself better.
yeah, I
Yeah.
thought ahead in that
Heal my teeth.
You made her laugh and
I
true.
think she choked every video. I think
Yeah.
My next step is gimbal purchasing there.
Well, as I was saying, I thought ahead in that aspect because I said our first video we're going to look back upon, so let's make the worst possible video we can possibly make.
Sorry, I
And
inhaled my tea.
And
I
that way
literally
we can,
inhaled it.
and that way we can go look back on it and say, look how far we've come.
All right. I'm not going to drink the tea anymore.
You're not done. I can still tell you have something in your throat.
Continue.
Your eyes are all watery. You want to cough again? I know you do. Just cough over there.
I'm good. I'm
Yeah,
good.
you sure?
Yes.
Well, you're supposed to cough into your elbow, right?
Into that elbow over there. Oh, yeah. All right. So today's mission is Islands of Adventure.
Yes.
So,
We enjoyed this park.
general thoughts on Islands of Adventure, Amy?
Yeah, I enjoy that. Yes, and I've been there several times and stuff. So
Yeah. How about you guys, the Philly crew?
I think out of both Universal parks, this is our favorite one to go to. I feel like there's a lot more attractions to go on, especially with the kids being older.
Yeah.
I know I always look forward to going to this park.
I definitely consider it the more
It's
kid-friendly
fun.
park. You know, because it has more of the Marvel stuff and the
There's more rides that can go on this one.
I like
Good mixture.
I call them lands, but I like their lands more.
yeah.
Like, I mean, the Marvel. I mean, seriously, just that alone, is cool. So
Yeah, and they have the superheroes come out on their quads, and
yeah,
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, that's
yeah.
That's
I want
pretty
to make
cool.
sure we see that. We're gonna
Yeah.
welcome in Sophie 14.
Sophie's here. Wow, welcome in, Sophie.
You're supposed to be doing your clothes, Sophie.
Poor Sophie.
Listen while you're putting your clothes away.
I know.
We're getting all our summer clothes out
We're trying to rotate the clothes, so
today 'cause it's nice and sunny.
Yeah, they have a mixture of different things for families and the teens and adults.
I remember back when there was only one park. I remember seeing the preview. Remember they used to have the preview for Island of Adventure coming, and we were looking at the big model and stuff. We're saying, "Wow, this is going to be."
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
really-
If I was gonna pick either park, it would be the Island of Adventure. I think I would pick to
definitely.
go to.
I said definitely.
Yeah. I just
A lot
went
less
to the
screens.
Marvel section, just looking at everything.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of which Harry Potter park I like best.
Yeah.
You like Diagon Alley, I tell you. So
Mm.
that's
That's
in
wonderful.
Universal, but-
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyways,
All right, we're gonna welcome in Carlos
Carlos, welcome in. He is working on his Disney
Castle,
World
right?
Castle, Cinderella Castle.
Mm.
Yeah, we have.
That's what I was wondering
Oh,
about.
everybody's got castle.
Put them on.
Everybody's doing the castle now. Or all things Lego.
Go ahead. I
Let's
wanna
see that castle. Wow.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Holy cow.
Yeah. I got to fix the lighting on it, but yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
when
it
you
was in the
gonna,
living room. We moved it in here. So
where's the projection mapping, buddy? Come on.
Yeah, I've already been thinking about that.
Get on that.
Everybody's
Gotta
doing
get
the
the
castle
Tinkerbell
now.
to go across the room.
Blue Nose, welcome in. Awesome.
Yes, good morning.
Cool. All right, so
Islands of Adventure.
Island of Adventure. As you go, they have central parking in Universal Orlando,
Yeah.
right? And they have, as you come through the security, you come down the walkways, and you go right to the old Universal Park. You go straight to the Island of Adventure, and you see this big, huge tower, right?
Yes.
It's
The lighthouse.
the big tower.
Yeah, the lighthouse, like
yeah,
yeah.
type of
Okay, I
thing.
know it. Yeah, I am picturing it. Yep.
Yeah, I know it's
I
been
caught
like
up.
it's been 2 years since we went,
I know.
but
I
let's
know.
try to keep up with the
Yeah, I
program.
remember.
So we're gonna go past the tower, and we're gonna head left over the bridge, and we're gonna head straight into Marvel Land. We're gonna do
Yes.
the loop left to right. That's how we do it. Do you guys usually go to the left, or you guys go to the right, Dr. Seuss Land?
we go to the Hulk.
The Hulk.
Yeah, we always go towards the left.
Yep.
Yep.
Hey, we're gonna welcome in Alyssa Steinberg. Good morning.
Alyssa, welcome in.
And This Our Dream.
This is our dream.
Good
That's
morning.
Jeff and Angela.
Angela.
Yeah, wow. Yeah.
I don't know how I remember. I don't remember anything.
You're on fire this morning.
I'm on fire.
You guys missed my usual choking.
Yeah. Hopefully there's just one today.
I inhaled it. You I inhaled it instead of drink it.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're in Marvel.
We're in Marvel. We're going on the Incredible Hulk coaster. How many of you guys have gone on the Hulk coaster? Everybody? No, Meredith?
That's a great ride.
So the kids have not done this ride either. They have not done any of the roller coasters, but they're old enough where
Laura's
they might
in.
be able to.
Welcome in, Laura.
Yes, good morning.
Hello. Cool. Oh, wait a second. I made banners for you guys. Welcome in.
Ah, nice. Thank you.
And one more. Universal Orlando, Islands of Adventure, hooray! All right, so let's get back to
Okay.
high tech.
So the Hulk. Is that the one that when you're in the queue, it's got the the pulsating beat or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
I remember the last time that we went on this.
We haven't been in a while.
Right. It's before kids, pretty much. The last time we wrote it.
Are you sure?
Yeah, Avery wasn't on it.
Are you sure?
Yeah. So it's been over like probably 20 years. I literally was feeling that pulsating inside me, and it actually like bothered me.
During the line, yeah.
In the line, I felt like my heart was gonna do something wrong. You know,
because we're getting gamma rays. We're turning into
Yeah. Turning into the Hulk.
Okay. That's how I'm supposed to feel. I didn't know.
we're supposed to feel.
It's a pretty cool theme cue line. If you read like a lot of the signs and stuff, it talks about the different characters and stuff that's going on.
Yeah.
We will have to ask the kids if they want to do that
Yes.
because they can handle Aerosmith.
Yep, but they don't
Um,
see it, so I think that's the whole thing.
This is worse than
Yeah,
Aerosmith.
this one's a lot worse than Aerosmith.
Yeah, a lot of
Maybe we
keyboard
will still get
flute.
sick, probably, but we'll see. Maybe you never know. Maybe they'll ask.
Yeah.
I haven't been on it in a while. With high blood pressure, I'm not sure I can take it anymore. I don't know. It's pretty wild.
The last
Yeah.
time we went on it, I was with you, but I didn't go on it, and he was green when he got off. Not the Hulk green, he was green.
No.
The wrong color green.
He was like, oh, I'm like,
It's one of those launch takeoffs,
Yeah.
and you're basically upside down and just really swinging around that lake and everything.
I
But it-
remember that, yeah. It's definitely a grown-up roller coaster. I don't think there is any roller coaster in Disney that
No.
compares to this
No.
type of roller coaster,
No,
right?
no.
That's the thing with Universal with their roller coasters. They're up definitely in the extremity notches. They're way up there,
Oh,
like
yeah.
that one, and then
Yeah.
you have the Dueling Dragons that was way up there too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, Disney. I think probably Disney's wildest one is Aerosmith, right? That's probably
I
as
think so.
wild as they
Or
get.
Everest.
Maybe Everest. I know.
Everest.
Yeah,
Everest-
Everest,
G-Force
rock and
Everest.
roller coaster.
Yeah, but Everest, you don't do any loops or anything.
Yeah, it's
You know?
definitely
Loop wise, it's
no, just the G-force.
yeah, right.
yeah.
Now, Amy, have you gone on that since the refurb?
Yes, we were just down there in June. That's what I was talking about prior to the show. We took a trip down in June, like a week after Hagrid's, but yeah, we did get to ride the new refurb of the Hulk.
And it's smoother now, correct?
Yes.
Oh, it is smoother.
Oh, that's good. The smoothness versus choppy is a big thing for me.
Now, Bruno's saying, wait for Tron. Okay. So
Tron. Yeah,
you think-
true. Maybe.
you
Yeah,
think
I'm
Tron-
excited for Tron.
yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if just sitting like on like a motorbike, if that's going to intensify the experience, even though you're not doing loops and stuff, you know?
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
All right, we got to welcome in Griswold Family Vacay and also Noah, Big Noah.
Big Noah Mountain 5.
Good
Because
morning.
we'll usually do that like first, and then later on the day after we loop around, we'll go back and ride the Hulk. So we try to see what the line's like or the waits, because sometimes the park kind of slows down towards the end of the day, and you can kind of not have as long a wait or anything.
Yeah.
So if you have a stomach for roller coasters, I would highly recommend the Hulk because
Yeah.
it's
Yes.
definitely
Intense.
Yes.
a big, intense roller coaster ride. But if you're expecting a Disney coaster, then do not do the Hulk.
No.
That's what I'm doing.
The Amy roller coaster,
Yeah,
trust me.
yeah.
And you can actually see
Telling
what
all
it's
family
like
things
before you
going
even
on.
get on.
Map out where all the trash barrels are before you
Yes.
go on.
It's the big green coaster across the lake there.
Yeah, it's really noisy, even just going underneath it while the thing's going over. It's
Yeah,
a big
yeah.
roaring.
Yeah, you
roller
hear the Hulk roar, you know.
All right, we got to welcome in
Hotel.
Steve Michaels popped in too.
Steve Michaels,
Yes.
yep.
And Sophie said it depends.
It depends.
So
yeah.
we'll see. But
We'll
I don't
see.
think I'm going to be able to go on it.
It depends on whether she sees it. Because as soon as she sees it, she's gonna wet herself, and then she's gonna.
There's a question that This Our Dreams was asking me. I'm going to go ahead and answer it real quick. I used to have an annual pass. I was going to get one in June while I was there because I was going to upgrade my ticket that I had, but I didn't want to have the Volcano Bay and we had Volcano Bay on our individual 3-day tickets. So I held off, which I'm kind of glad because of the way everything's turning out right now. But I do plan on getting an annual pass for Universal because we do go there at least once or twice a trip. So
Right. We do the same thing. We get annual passes. We'll get them this August if the trip's on like usual.
Yeah.
We'll get them for this August, and then we'll go next July. And we're actually going to go in November too. So
Yeah, right.
we'll get 3 trips out of the annual pass. So that definitely makes sense for us.
Yeah.
So we have the annual pass because we go down we visit that park at least 6-7 times out of the year.
Yeah.
And it's cheap enough, and we only get the 2 parks because maybe if we were local, we would add the Volcano Bay, but we're not.
Yeah.
So I'll just pay the one day that we want to go there if we decide to go.
Right.
But plus, I'd like to have me be able to pay in monthly installments.
yeah.
That makes it easier.
Yeah, we usually stay there, so we get a discount with the annual pass at the hotel. So it works out that way too.
Yeah, and they had a special last. Well, they always do. Always look on their website. They'll have, if you buy a 3 park to park ticket, you can get 4 days free or whatever. They're always offering specials on their tickets, and that's what mine was, a 3 park ticket.
Mm-hmm.
You bought 2 days, you got 3 extra days free. So it included all that. But we ended up not going to Volcano Bay, but for what we got out of the ticket, it was worth it.
I gotta welcome in Addie Family Adventures. Good morning. And Sophie says she's not true. She's not going to wet her pants on the ride.
She's gonna wet her pants before the ride.
Or after.
I went with before, during, and after. So
And Blue Nose says before you're thinking of riding a roller coaster, think twice before having a loaded hot dog.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh no.
all right. So after the Incredible Hulk, there is one ride that we have never ridden. I don't
Which
think we've
one's
ever.
this?
It's called Storm Force Acceleratron. Have any of you done?
Yeah,
It's teacups.
it's like the teacup ride.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Teacups? Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds a little bit more.
I don't know if the individual cars actually spin themselves. I think it just kind of spins around like a big. I can't remember that
I don't
part.
remember.
I think you're right. I don't think the individual cars spin.
Yeah.
Is it a kiddie ride? Would you say it's for your toddlers?
Yeah, you could take a child on there. If you take them on the teacups, that would be just as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
I rode the teacups for the first time in my life last year.
Yeah. Yeah, with Jim and
So exciting. I think I'm good for another 40 years or so. Yeah. But anyways. All right, so let's just move on past the Storm Force. Very tiny, toddler friendly. It's like the teacups.
Yeah, Griswold family says it's like the alien flying saucers.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. That's more like a whip thing. I consider that,
Yeah.
you know, if you remember.
We haven't been on the alien flying saucers. Every time we've gone to go on, the lines are like
it's
out
either
of control.
broken down or the lines are 2 hours. I was like,
so we have not
I'm not
done
waiting that long for the. I keep on saying the whip, but I don't know if you guys remember Whalen Park. That's what I compare it to, the whip. So it's,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But all right.
Because you're like,
After Storm Force Acceleratron, it is Doctor Doom's Fearfall.
Yeah.
Which I can say the closest thing to Disney is probably Tower of Terror, right? It's
yep.
Instead of boost you up instead of plummeting you down really fast, I think, right? It's the other way around. I go on it with we've been on it with Sophie went on it with me and my brother.
Yeah.
You and Avery skipped it, right?
Yeah, he didn't want to go on it, so I stayed. That was fine. I didn't have to do it.
To me, this ride does absolutely nothing for me. I mean, it's just like going up on a quick elevator and going back down the ground. It does nothing for me. Now, I used to like the
free fall
at Six Flags New Jersey, Great Adventure. Now that was a free fall. That's
that
like
you fell. Like it just like they released you and you just dropped.
That was like 10 times worse than Tower of Terror.
Yes, it was a true free fall.
Yeah, it was definitely you
go
all the way down and then it slides
you.
like that.
Yeah.
That's how it used to be.
Yeah.
I don't even know if it exists anymore. We haven't been there in 20 years either. But
well, when I saw the Dr. Doom, I assumed it was the free fall because it says fear fall.
fear fall, but it's
So-
more like a
It's more fear up.
fear boost.
You know, it's the opposite of what it said.
Do you guys do that ride?
Yes.
What do
I
you guys-
didn't. You did, but I
Yeah.
never did. No, and the kids.
Yeah,
did.
I've done it before.
Is it worth it? You like it? Thumbs up, thumbs down?
It's okay if the line's short, I'll go on it. But if it's
True.
not, then I just kind of bypass it. We didn't ride it this last time because I think the line was kind of long.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I
Ron did-
prefer Tower. I prefer Tower of Terror over it. I feel like it's
Yeah, so do I.
because it's like you said, you shoot up, and then you do
Exactly.
bounce down and go back up, but I don't know, it's too scripted to me, and
Mhm.
Yeah.
it doesn't do anything for me.
No.
Yeah, they're just like, okay, it's
It's
a
kind of like a carnival ride to me.
fancy elevator.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that type of ride at other like smaller amusement parks, like you
Yeah.
said.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So if you're afraid of, I would say if you're afraid of Tower of Terror, this is kind of like Tower of Terror, very, very light, I would say.
Or the
So maybe
opposite,
try it. Yeah, the
yeah.
opposite. It doesn't really do much, but
It gives you a nice view of the park, I guess, right? When you're up
that's
top.
true. Yeah, it's true. Give you a nice view.
That's probably it.
Maybe they should call it Dr. Doom's view of the park.
Yeah. James Ryan says that, you know, he'd only ride the ride if it was a short line as well.
Agreed. Agreed. All right. So after Dr. Doom's Fear Fall, one of our favorite ones is The Amazing Adventures of Spider-Man.
Yes, Avery loves to do this
Yeah.
ride.
What do you think about Spider-Man, Amy?
That's a must do for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been on it several times. Sometimes we'll ride it again later after one time going through, and then later on if we have time. But yeah, that's always a must do.
Duphily crew. I have a feeling you guys probably love that ride too, right?
Yep.
yeah,
It's your favorite, right?
No,
Well,
this is now my second favorite ride at Universal, and even though it's a lot of screens, I still think they incorporate other elements into it to not make you feel like it's just screens.
Right.
It's one of the few that they've done a good job with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really, really like this ride.
I love how they have Stanley make an appearance.
I like the queue.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a funny.
I mean,
It's a
seriously.
it's a funny queue. You know, you have
Yeah.
J. Jonah Jameson and his
Yeah.
wife or whatever, and
Yeah.
you have, if you pay attention to all the, it's like you're walking through the Daily
office.
Bugle or whatever,
Yep.
Yep.
and they have like different
The drawers
drawers with
labeled.
the people's names on it and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So if you pay attention to the
Yeah.
names,
Yeah,
bunch of
the
different names.
theming is really good, and then it's in the you can see the Spider-Man
Yeah.
footprint up top.
oh yeah, in
And
the
the,
office and the
photo.
photo developing.
Yeah,
room.
Yes.
Ron, do you have one of those rooms in your house? Nah, it's all digital.
Don't give
now.
me ideas.
But yeah, it's not just screens. It's definitely, it's like the whole ride area is 3D. It's like it's almost 4D. You know, it's like it's not just screens. It's
Right.
all
Yeah, there's a lot of different elements there.
yeah,
really really cool.
Yeah.
And is there anything comparable for Disney for this ride? I think Disney lacks on these types of rides.
right.
Maybe Rise of the Resistance, maybe type
I
of
don't
thing.
know. We haven't
but
been on it, so we can't say.
we haven't been on
No,
it.
I would almost say this is a stretch. Is Mickey's Film Magic, and I only say that because they both have the 4D element with the screen. Just
Okay.
that stop with Spider-Man, you're in a vehicle that moves you around.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not sure Disney really has anything that's really comparable to this.
I don't think so. either.
Nah.
There, maybe they missed the boat on that one. They could have had
Yeah.
probably a couple of cool ones like that.
Rise
Yeah.
of the Resistance, sort of, but not really. Universal has the more screen type of thing. But yeah, I don't think there's anything comparable to it.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
And especially when that actual ride came out, it kind of blew Disney out of the water on an attraction, even though it was an incorporation of screens and some scenery and everything. Because I know I was just like, wow, how did they do this or whatever? But
Yeah.
after riding it several times.
Yeah,
and
we
I-
loved it instantly once we did that.
Spider-Man, yeah, and I think it's pretty reliable ride too. I don't hear breaking down too much and stuff.
No,
so
we've haven't
Yeah.
encountered that at all.
yeah,
Are you gonna welcome in Kate Atwood? Good morning.
Okay, welcome in.
So
I've been on it once where it broke down, and then they actually let us re-ride again
Oh, cool.
after they got it reset. So that was really cool.
There's a section in the ride that I have to close my eyes. It's when Spider-Man catches us in the net as we're falling.
Oh, you're falling.
Zipping around. I can't
Yeah.
watch the fall. It messes up my
Oh,
vertigo.
the screen's going up like a falling
Yeah,
down. Okay.
so it's like
Yeah,
it messes my vertigo up. So I just kind of close my eyes during that time, but the rest of it I can watch. So
Okay. All right. Going from the Amazing Adventures of Spider-Man. Next, I believe it is Popeye and Bluto's Bilge Rat Barges.
oh, also with the Marvel Land, they have so many things that you can stand in front of and take photos.
Yeah, actually, we
Of
can
all the
talk about if you guys
characters.
know the food places too, and
You have Storm that shows up. From X-Men. You have Wolverine that showed up.
Yeah.
even though the Wolverine that we've seen
It
is
hasn't
like
been
a
the best.
he's like
but-
a midget. He's like he's like 5'2".
He's Meredith's height.
You can meet Spider-Man, who everyone can meet every single time he's
Spider-Man
there.
is
Spider-Man
funny.
is really
He's
good.
been great. Yeah.
Yeah, he's been really good with Avery.
Cyclops.
Captain America.
Captain America, but he is not Captain America's butt.
And they did incorporate Stan Lee, like his name, and different Easter eggs of Stan Lee around the area.
Which we love. And then there's Doctor Doom.
Yep.
You've seen?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen him.
Oh, the
Green Goblin.
Green Goblin. That's it.
Oh my
Yeah, the
God,
Green Goblin,
he was
yeah.
amazing. When we saw him, Green Goblin's kind of like a crazy person, and he literally was like his personality and stuff. It was
Yeah.
I couldn't keep my eyes off of him the way he was acting, and we got a cool photo of Avery with him.
Yeah.
So whoever that guy was like dead on.
And then they have like these pictures or areas where it's like the thing is jumping out of the comic book. Like we have Avery with the kids with a bunch
All
of
of
these
them,
pictures, like Doc Ock and
Yeah.
Magneto, and those
Yeah,
are really, really good ones.
Yeah, the last time we got photos of the kids from them was when they were really little, and Sophie was like that sassy age. So she was doing all these crazy poses in front of the
she
photos.
likes to-
And Avery was trying to do some of the poses because he saw her doing it.
it was
So,
funny.
yeah. So, yeah,
It's-
Marvel is just amazing just walking around.
It's great.
Yeah.
area. They have some really good, cool stores.
Yeah.
Especially when you get off the rides, like Spider-Man, they have this. You go to the Spider-Man
Yeah. So
store
you can
or
get the
whatnot.
comic books as well as all the different
Yeah.
things. So,
They
Yeah,
seem to have a lot of shops. More shops there than anywhere else in the land.
yeah.
Right? You got one across the street from Spider-Man as
Yeah.
well that has
Yeah.
a bunch of Marvel stuff.
Yeah.
Avery loves the shops. He could spend all day in those if we let him.
Yeah, he loves comic books, so there's a lot
Yeah.
of like
Yeah.
comic books in there too.
He always buys 1 or 2 comic books when we're there. He
Yeah.
always definitely finds something he likes. But
which is good because lets him calm down.
Deadpool.
Deadpool, yeah.
yeah,
I was on a search for a little stuffed Deadpool for Ronnie, and I finally found one. So I was like, "Do you have Deadpool?" They were all gone. There's a little unicorn or something.
and then they have, like you mentioned, the quads. We saw them. That was our first time I think we were in Islands of Adventure. We saw them, and we haven't seen them since.
Yeah, where they play some music and you know they're coming, and then all of a sudden they'll
Those make
like
people
4 of them come down on quads. They have their own little quad bikes. Like all superheroes come down, and that's when
they
they
do
start
like a little
posing.
skit, and then
Yeah.
they take off. But
And
we'll ask the workers when is the next time, and they don't really tell you, or if they do, it doesn't end up happening. So I don't
I
don't
think
know if
they
that's a
try to say
secret.
on a certain. I don't know if it's in the
It's-
booklets or anything, but timing of
there
when they're
isn't.
gonna come out.
There isn't. It's
There
just
isn't.
weird.
No,
Have you
just
guys
random.
seen them?
Have you guys seen them come down the street in their quads and stuff?
I have, and it just seems to be totally random.
And
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised because any of the times that they told us, it never happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I mean, you got people all walking in that area, so they have to figure out when, so they can clear the way, or they're gonna get run over. So I don't
How
know.
about the experience?
That's something that I would love to
I
see
was
again.
run over by Spider-Man.
Yeah. Sophie saying that was really cool. She really enjoyed seeing that too.
Maybe they'll sign your cast.
Are we gonna welcome Sherry? Sherry, awesome Sunset Travels.
Okay, so
Good morning.
what's the land called now after
It's all
Toon
the
Lagoon.
Toon Lagoon, yeah,
Lagoon? That has
Yeah.
some cool. That has a really good food place too.
Yeah.
Well, a
yeah, the
big,
comic book
a big
cafe
food
or
place,
something.
yeah.
or
And the
comic
same
strip
thing
cafe.
as the Marvel. There's a lot you can stand over. They have like the bubbles, so you can
Oh,
stand
yeah.
over. It's got the bubbles. There's so many photo ops.
Yeah.
Not only Marvel, but in
The
this.
comic book bubbles with the words in them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You say bubbles, you can.
Well,
thinking
you know,
about
with the
blowing
words.
or you
bubbles.
could hold the dog leash and take a picture.
Yeah.
Yes, there's so many different comic
Yeah.
books there.
Yeah, and they have the bombs and little bombs.
Yeah.
So you can press
The
the
Beetle
little
Bailey. They have Betty
TNT
Boop.
detonators. Yeah,
They have
Popeye.
Popeye. Who else do they have?
Betty
Haggard.
Boo. Trying to think who else was all in there. Sergeant, that sergeant guy.
Beetle Bailey.
Billy
and-
Bailey. Yeah.
Yeah, Bailey's and
There's so many just photo ops. There's tons.
I like that area.
And there's
It's
so
very-
much to see. I mean, if you want to talk about theming, I want to say Islands of Adventure is like over the top theming. Like there's so much.
They did the best with the intellectual property they had. I think.
Yeah, I think they did an amazing job.
yeah.
I mean, just photo ops. There's so many. You know.
You wonder if the kids though nowadays even care about that
I know.
Toontown area.
What's that? What's that?
I know my kids don't because they just look like Heathcliff. Who's Heathcliff?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
Bullwinkle.
So
Yeah. Sophie's met Betty Boop. So she's done.
Betty Boop?
Yeah, Betty
Mm,
Boop. Yeah.
yeah,
Or the Bullwinkle characters on the one ride.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
I remember all
yes.
those. I used to watch them.
Yes, I used
Yeah.
to read them in the
But,
newspaper.
again, you're
Yeah.
worried. You're worried if they just shot themselves in the foot for the next 20 years. And
And that area is all the water ride type of thing.
yeah, so the ride that I had in this area, well, the first one is Popeye and Bluto's Bilge Rat Barges, which I compared to the Cali River Rapids, but it's probably you get 3 times as wet.
Yes, you're
Yeah.
guaranteed to get wet. There's absolutely no way you're not going to get wet on this ride.
Yeah, you get soaked. It's like you
Yeah,
jumped in the pool and got out. That's how it soaked you are.
Yeah. I've done that like twice, but I also made sure that was like the last thing I did or had brought other clothing because
So we know that when we're going to this park, like we'll wear swimsuits usually.
Yeah.
I'll wear swimsuits and a shirt, obviously, but with swimsuits because you know you're gonna get wet
Yeah.
and the swimsuits dry quicker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's
So-
so many water rides, and the kids want to do the water rides, so
Yeah.
we gotta be.
and
prepared.
wear your sandals, so your
Yeah,
shoes,
see flip flops. Yep,
or
definitely.
flip
That's
flop.
what we do because we stay there. We'll go to that park in the morning and just do the water rides for a few hours. You know, with the bathing suits on, dry fit shirts, so that we can try to dry off with the sandals, and then head back, rest, and then go back and do the other rides later on in the evening.
Yeah.
See, we're usually there in July or August, so I don't mind the water rides. I don't mind getting wet in July and August, especially in midday when it's 100 degrees or more, and it's just
Yeah.
you dry pretty quickly.
I just don't like walking around in wet pants, you know.
Yeah, that's why.
I'm thinking in June they might have been remodeling that because I don't remember it being open when we were there.
The Popeye ride, the Bilge Rats.
The Popeye ride.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, we rode that again. Last time we rode that when my brother went with us, and
Yeah.
we got soaked.
We're going to welcome in ATJH Travels. Good morning.
Welcome in, guys. So yeah, Popeyes, you're getting a lot more wet than you would with Cali River Rapids.
It's basically you're going
I don't think
through
you have a chance. You don't think you have a chance of staying dry at all
No.
because they have shower areas where you
Yeah.
pump the whole boat, right?
Well, the theming is you're going through a boat, like a car wash, a boat
Yeah.
Yeah,
wash. So
Yeah.
so they gotta wash the boat and you're in the middle of it. So
The one with the big like tuba with all
Yeah.
the big water coming out. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I actually captured it. I didn't go on the one time, so I wanted to film it last summer. And she's looking at me, and she's going back, but she's waving at me. going towards that tuba, and I knew it was coming. But she didn't.
I'm looking at him like, oh.
Oh my gosh.
Those rides are always funner when you have a big group of friends or whatever.
Yeah.
You
Mhm.
get to laugh at each other as they get soaked, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
definitely a fun ride. If you don't like getting wet, it's not a ride for you.
We usually do it twice in a row. We're already wet, so I'm like, let's go on again. You know, because
Yeah.
Exactly.
in the morning
Yeah.
it's not a long wait, so walk on.
Yeah.
Now, even if you have, if you're one of those people that cheat and wear your poncho on those rides, I think you're gonna still get pretty wet.
You do.
on those
What I
rides.
like doing is I'll try to just put it over my lap, so at least maybe my bottom half don't get as wet. You know,
But you
'Cause I don't
still end
like
up
the wet-
sitting in a puddle, though.
I know.
It's like Sophie
I don't
points
mind
that
the
out
whole
every
top
time.
and my legs. It's just I don't like my shorts start falling down because they're heavy because of the wetness. You know. Good morning, Taylor May Dizney.
Taylor.
Yeah, she's
hooray.
she's making some ears for me for this trip. I
Ray.
can't wait.
Really, that's awesome. Cool. Okay. After Popeyes, we have Dudley Do-Right's Ripsaw Falls.
Oh
Or
my God.
Ripsaw Falls.
That's another one that you get wet on too.
Kind of like Splash Mountain, right?
Similar.
And it is.
Yeah.
All I know is that the last time I went on, I swear to God, my cart must have went underneath the water. Because
Yeah, you get soaked in the
I
bottom.
literally felt like it went underwater because I was like,
Yeah, I
Pretty
was
cool.
surprised. I've gotten pretty soaked on that compared to some other people I was with.
yeah.
It was like the water just comes out from nowhere or whatever.
Yeah.
You're definitely getting drenched on that ride.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about it, Ron and Meredith?
Oh, I love this ride.
Except for that one time.
I've learned because I'm a tall guy. I used to try to scrunch up and sit in the front, and I just can't. And I always struggle. So now
Yeah.
I've learned that. Unfortunately, I have to go to the back.
Right.
That leaves Meredith for the front.
Yeah. Because I'm sure.
She doesn't like
I
that.
don't like being in the front.
Do you get more wet in the
I'm
front
like,
or
I
in the
don't
back?
like being in the front.
When I was in the front, I got drenched.
Do you think you get more wet in the front?
Oh yes,
Yeah,
you do.
because you
The
get
front car goes underwater. I'm
Right.
telling you,
in front of it.
It gets worse and worse every time you tell the story.
And the drop in the front.
I was waving to Little Mermaid, and I'm sorry, Amy. Go ahead.
Whenever you do the final drop, you kind of go underground and then back up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's pretty neat.
yeah.
But yeah, we give it a thumbs up. I really like the ride.
Yeah, we were there one time in December. It was kind of a warmer December, but still not warm enough. And my shirt got soaked, so I ended up having to buy a new shirt just to kind of
And we don't do it in December.
No.
do
Yeah.
that.
And a good tip by James Ryan. Make sure you carry Ziploc bags. What your wallet's inside of them. That's what we do.
Well, I gotta tell you though, on the Popeyes ride, they have the thing in the center that you could put your stuff in.
Yep.
I would think that Cali River Rapids in Animal Kingdom.
They used to do that.
Yeah,
They used to have that on Cali River Rapids. I don't know why they took that out.
So
Yeah.
that's what I like about Islands of Adventure. They have we could put your bags and stuff in versus bringing Ziploc bags and trying to fit everything in. You know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because then you can have your whole entire purse getting soaked as well. You know, whatever you're
Yes.
carrying all your stuff in.
Oh, they do have right next to the Dudley Do Right Ripsaw Falls. They have those little
Drying stations?
Yeah,
Yeah.
where they blow you off. They have the blowers on you.
I'm
I don't know
sorry.
how well they work.
The amount of wetness
we don't
I
want
am, there's absolutely no way it's even going to touch anything.
No.
Like, and it costs money to do it too. You know, I'd have to probably spend $50 to maybe remotely get dry.
Did it cost money?
It does. They do cost money.
Yeah, it's like $5 a thing, isn't it? Something like that.
Yeah.
But it doesn't get you that dry.
And there's lockers. There's lockers over there as well if you wanted to put your stuff.
True.
But again, you're spending a few more dollars, and if you do that at every single one,
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's my
Yeah.
point. Yeah.
Some
Yeah.
are free,
Totally
but some
agree.
are not. So
Adds up. All right. So after Dudley Do Right, they do have a bunch of carnival rides in
Yes.
that area too. As
The
you're going around,
the games, right? The
we can
carny
play
toys.
like the
Oh yeah.
ball hoop games and
Yeah.
that type of
Yeah.
thing. We can buy
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
We never
do it because
we don't have room to bring it home.
yeah.
Do you guys ever play those games and bring stuff home, or
No,
No.
yeah?
no. It seemed like there's a kind of some wasted space like that. I know you walk by like a theater or something. I don't remember if they ever had anything in that section or not, but there seems like some wasted space there.
They did have something. I remember there was a show. They used to play a show in that theater that
Okay.
was something around the tunes. I
Yeah,
want to say something around Dudley Do Right and Popeye
Oh, okay.
show there, but I haven't seen that in.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
haven't seen that
Long
either.
time,
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think we've ever seen a show go on there.
Yeah. Okay. So after Dudley, okay, so it goes into Skull Island, Reign of Kong. Reign of Kong. No. Reign of Kong. King Kong. So this is the new King Kong ride.
Okay, yeah. So I really like this ride. I know it's a lot of screens, but for some reason, I absolutely love, like, one of the kids will be sitting at the end. I absolutely love being able to see the dinosaur or Kong as a backdrop of the kids. I don't know why. I'm just fascinated by it. Like, it's stupid, but I don't know. I just think it's wonderful.
Amy, what are your thoughts on this ride?
I haven't seen it, so I'll have to defer on that. But I did hear it was a lot of screens and stuff, but we didn't get a chance to get on that one when we were there.
Ron and Meredith?
I'm very disappointed in this ride. I don't think it was a suitable replacement, knowing what the original was like.
Yes.
And this is one where I will not wait a long time because, again, it's a bunch of screens. It's similar to the Fast and Furious, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And for me, I don't like the scare actors inside the queue that just come out and scare you.
In the caves, when you're in the dark, they scare you. I do not like. We know that part's coming. Like, we run because I know they stick their head out and scream at you. I hate that.
In the highlight of the ride for me is seeing King Kong at the end, because just having that big animatronic like that, I think is pretty cool.
Yeah.
But that's
about it.
I was very, very disappointed with it.
Well, first of all, we didn't have any people scaring us.
You didn't?
No, we didn't
don't
have
remember
anyone
that?
scaring us. No.
That's funny.
Well, it's been a couple of years since we've been on that ride, but
Alright.
I don't recall anyone
Sophie
staring.
doesn't remember that either. Well,
Was it-
we would go in the special needs way.
Maybe that's
Maybe
why.
that's why. Maybe
Yeah.
that's why.
Is it the queue or during
The
the
Oh, you're
queue.
talking about the queue?
Yeah.
the queue.
line.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. We usually have to go around the back because
Yeah.
Amy couldn't wait.
Yeah. So you miss.
You missed that.
So
Yeah, I think we missed it because the line was just long, so my
Yeah.
family didn't want to wait. They had been on it before.
Oh, the other thing Sophie wants me to point out is they have spiders. So we close our eyes during the spiders, so we don't see. Yeah, so we make sure we don't watch that part of it. But other than that, if I compared it to the original Kong, I like the original Kong better. But if you
A lot
remove
better.
that out,
A lot better.
you enjoy this.
Yeah, I enjoyed the original Kong, but like I said, I can't
So
compare it.
you enjoy this ride. I don't have to ride this ride. I ride it because
Yeah,
you guys
see, I
want to
do.
ride it.
I do.
It's just you're on a bus and you're watching screens and screens and screens and screens, and
I
that's
don't know,
all.
I like
That's
it. You
all
like
it is to me.
Ryan?
I don't
I
really.
think it's cool
Yeah.
when you have the like Kong sitting right there.
Yeah.
I think that's cool when you get to go up to his face. And see
Yeah,
that.
when he's close
You
up.
gonna
on the
join us, or
screens.
you gonna be buggering off? Because we're not gonna be doing the show on both sides of the production show.
Sophie, just sit back there.
You wanna join us? You don't look awful. Can I sit down?
Here to-
All right. Sorry for the interruption.
I like the
problem.
song, and I have to do it at least. We have to do it at least once. I don't know. I just like it for some reason. But again, if it was the original Kong, I like the original Kong better, much better.
I
Yeah,
definitely like the one where you're suspended and you're going.
yeah,
through
that was neat.
That one was awesome.
and then Kong's face is right there
Yeah.
and breathing on you.
Yeah,
Banana breath.
The banana breath.
I missed that one. I wish they would.
the queue was amazing too, with all the spray
Yeah.
painting and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Right. What's next? Your list.
Pteranodon flyers. You guys have ever done that one? It's kind of like the one where you're.
No, I didn't go on it, did I?
Oh, the kids
The
have.
kids went on it because it's
You
like
didn't
weird.
go at Ronnie?
I don't think so. I think Madison went
Oh,
on it because
yeah.
it's like a weird. They don't let you go on an adult.
Yeah,
kid,
adults can only go on with the kid, but I think both our kids went on it.
Yeah,
I wish we could go on it because
it looks cool.
Yeah.
So you got a person.
You went on it with.
No, there's a person in the front and a person in the back. So you're not sitting next to each other.
Right.
And I remember Avery wanted to do it, but because he was going to sit in his own car like thing, we didn't have him go on it.
I remember waiting with one of the kids.
Yeah,
while you
I
were
think
doing it with
I
one of
went
the
on it
kids.
once with him, but I might have been Sophie and not him
It might have been Sophie.
because
It was Sophie because I remember having.
yeah,
Avery
because
with me.
there's no way we trusted Avery in the seat in front, by himself.
Yeah, that's what we were nervous about too. I think, but we waited. Ronnie was a little older.
Now, if they want to do it, they would definitely be able to just do it with the both of them and just.
Are they
go
too
do
old
it.
now? What's
I
the
don't
age
know.
limit on those?
Might
You
be
know,
too old.
They might be too old.
Yeah. See?
Yeah.
Age limit on it.
Yeah, and they wouldn't let us fit in together.
I guess the closest thing to this would be maybe Peter Pan, where you're suspended from the boat, maybe
Yeah.
looking down.
I think that's probably the closest. Yeah.
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 But you're outside and you're going through.
Through their little playland of Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
I know my nephews and nieces did it when they were younger, but I never got on with them. Their parent or someone went with them.
Yeah.
So for those of you wondering, this is like a little kiddie ride, pretty much. That's kind of near Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
area
So you're
on
not
the way.
going inside a building. You're just looking at greenery, right?
And they have a place where the adults sit down and they're relaxing and stuff like that, and then the kids go on the tour.
And there's also a section kind of like I want to say like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids greenery where you can climb. It's like a Jurassic climb. You can hear sometimes the
Camp Jurassic Park or something.
Yeah, so you have that too, which you can see the people going over. I think they are able to look at that as well.
Cool. All right, the next one is Jurassic Park River Adventure. Basically, we call it Jurassic Park.
This is a must do for us.
This was the big ride when that first came out. That was
Oh,
like
yeah.
the big ride.
I absolutely loved it.
Let
When you
our
hear
guests talk first.
okay, go ahead.
Amy. Amy, what do you think, Amy?
Yeah, we usually will do it. It's incredible. We enjoyed the Jurassic Park movie, so and it does get kind of scary there with the raptors and stuff, but it does have a suspenseful and then the nice water cool off and everything. The last time in June, I think my niece and I did it. We did the single rider line just to get on, but other than that, we usually will do it.
You give it a thumbs up, I take it.
Yeah, thumbs up.
Yeah. Ron and Meredith, do you guys do this ride?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Many times.
I love this.
Yeah.
Ronnie, I almost kind of tear up when you start at the beginning and you hear the Jurassic Park
When
music
the
come
gates
on.
open.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's incredible. Yeah.
you can't get better than that.
That's the best. Yep.
And I love the T-Rex part, seeing the T-Rex kind of coming out at you right as you're going down.
Yeah. And I like it because it seems like it's always a short wait. I mean, it goes by really quick. The line, I think.
Yeah.
It moves. So.
Yeah, I agree.
We usually get the express lane for this one too.
Yeah.
We have to wait in the virtual line, but it's a fun ride. I like it. Definitely, you're getting wet on this ride.
Not
course.
soaked though. I mean, you can
Depends.
get
I think it
quite wet, but
depends.
The first three rows get soaked.
Sitting,
you need to have a chance.
Yeah.
You have a chance of not getting that wet.
Yeah.
I'm with Ronnie. Ron, hearing the music and seeing the doors, just
Open.
that alone, I'm like, oh my god, like yes,
Yeah.
And then you see the different animals, and I love it. I absolutely love it.
It reminds me of the setup of Jaws. I don't know if you guys ever rode the old
Yes.
Jaws.
Oh yeah, it does.
Starts
Yeah.
off as a nice little boat ride, and then all of a sudden,
All hell
everything
breaks
starts.
loose.
Yeah.
The dinosaur knocks you off course, and then all of a sudden you're getting.
Avery does not like going into the enclosure with the raptors coming.
Oh,
He doesn't like that.
Yeah.
He'll tend to like kind of hide, but
That's kind of like happening on the incline, right?
Mhm.
Where you
Yeah.
have cages and stuff.
you
Okay.
can hear a lot of noise, and then they come out and they spit at you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But other than that,
Definitely thumbs
Yeah.
up. Definitely worth doing. It's what's the equivalent? Is there an equivalent? I don't know if there's a big giant. I guess maybe Splash Mountain. I guess maybe.
Yeah,
But
that'd be the
if I
only
had to pick a
Yeah.
couple,
but it's not.
I don't think
Yeah.
there's an equivalent because this fits what 25, 30 people approximately
Yeah.
per boat.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen equivalents in like Busch Gardens or something like that, but not in Disney. Disney could be missing out, man.
I
They're
know.
missing
You
out
would
on some
think
of
that
these
they'd
things.
be looking at
Now,
these things.
when you guys are on that ride, do you always, when you get to the fork in the road and you end up always going left, do you ever wish
Wanna go
that you could
straight.
just go straight? Dinosaurs?
Yeah. Okay, what's that way?
Yeah.
Can we go that way?
Probably where they store the boats at night.
Yeah. This is definitely one of my favorite rides.
Yes, it's definitely we must do it. If we can do it twice,
And-
we do it twice.
Yes. Yeah.
And you can also go down closer to where the splash zone is after the ride if you wanted to. You
True.
can go down
Yeah.
and watch it come down if you want to just get wet and not worry about riding the ride.
Yeah. 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 And there's places there that you can video as well as they come down and not get wet too.
Yeah.
No, actually, you do get wet if you get too close to where Amy's talking about. Because
Yeah.
I tricked Ronnie to go over there at nighttime. Because when the ride comes down, that does make it
It's like
quite a
there's
bit
a
older.
picture of you, right? Back up.
Well, he must have loved
Like,
you.
right over me.
The other thing we have to mention in relation to the Jurassic Park is they have the
Yeah, that's what Blue Nose was just
Raptor.
asking
Yeah.
about.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
experience.
Oh, the
Yeah.
Raptor encounter. Yeah.
I absolutely love that. I don't know why. I just absolutely love it. And the queue is usually all in the sun. You have a hard time
I usually
waiting.
have a hard time with that.
The sections of the queue to wait to do that is it's like
sections of
It's
it.
smothering
long.
heat. You could just feel yourself cooking. But I absolutely love it. And again, I think it's the fact that there's a dinosaur near my kids.
Near you, yeah.
It's I don't know. I just think it's amazing.
It is really cool,
You think, okay, that it's not real, obviously, but
obviously. But
when you get
But you-
to it, it's like your mind, like all of a sudden,
Yeah.
they hide the human there really well.
yeah,
Yeah.
and
And
then
you sit there and wonder if it is real. It's like, oh, I don't know about this.
but the noises and stuff like that it makes me feel. Of course, you get the guy, no Blue, no, like
Yeah, they're playing the part.
he plays the part too, and I
Really
don't know.
well.
I just think I like it.
I mean,
So it's a definite must do.
That is a different.
last time when we were there, Ronnie actually had the raptor actually going up to his head. He could feel it sniffing him, going on his shoulder, and he's like, "Well, I know it just isn't real, but what's going on here?" And then I think the raptor quickly turned his head. And you know how they make the loud noise to scare you?
Yeah.
I don't know about you guys, but it gets me every single
Oh, yeah.
time.
Yeah,
It does.
Almost fell and running away.
they do with timing, yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it sniffs you, and you're just like, okay, I'm backing away.
Yeah. So,
Now you
yeah,
talk
I
about
absolutely love that.
Stacey. So you mentioned where there was a hot box. Have you been to the new location? Because they had moved it because of the construction there. So
No.
We'll
I
be
think-
on 2 years. So.
all right, so it's on the other side. I think it's right before the River Adventure.
Yeah, I think it is too. Now that you said that.
So it's more shady now.
Ooh,
It is
Yeah.
Very,
It's
very
you don't
good.
have all- you don't. I don't think. I know when we did it last year, it didn't feel as hot at all.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Okay.
Or under trees and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. The kids, well, I know Sophie likes doing that. Avery, we force him to kind of do it, because I think the reality of it, I think plays a trick on him too, And then you sometimes will have a worker that has a baby dinosaur that you can pet too.
Yes.
Yeah, walking
Yeah.
around.
So we like that too. It's not a puppet. It doesn't look puppet like. It looks like a baby dinosaur. So that's kind of neat just seeing that as well.
Good morning, Rally Creative Travel.
Oh, good morning.
Welcome in. Just wanted to say hi. Hi.
Very good.
All right. So,
So yeah,
after Jurassic Park,
But there's one other thing, if I can mention.
yes,
Yeah.
go ahead.
So you do have a couple of photo areas you can get. So, right. So I think there's one with the Jeep, with the original Jeep, and then there's another one with, is it a T-Rex fire car?
Yeah.
And what I like about those photo areas is if you have a photo pass, you just scan it, and then you get into the position where they had marked out on the ground, and it takes a few pictures.
Mm.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
yeah. We don't get the photo thing, do we?
Do they come automatic with the annual passes, or is something you have to purchase?
You have to purchase. We did it. We purchased it for the first time last year. There was like a special. I don't know. I don't remember how much I spent. It was like $70-$80, but it went for the whole year. But if you get one for the day, it's like $30-$40 for a 1-day photo pass. And then, but by getting that pass, you kind of get all the on-ride photos. And some of the character features like Spider-Man we were able to get. So I don't know, pricey, but I felt it was kind of worth it for the price.
Yeah, and James Ryan mentions that there is construction underway for a new Jurassic Park
coaster. Yeah, it was pretty under construction when we were walking through there. Kind of got tight walking through that area and stuff. So
that would be all new for us.
Yeah, I noticed that. Well, for the last year, Tim Tracker's been running like an update on that thing. He always tunes in on that whenever he's in Universal, showing the progress of the Jurassic Park coaster. So I'm hoping that might be a little bit less crazy, so I can actually do it and the kids can do it. You know? Everything doesn't have to be to the
max,
to the nth degree. You know, it's just
Right.
like make it so that some people can ride it.
Right. Yeah.
Normal people.
Yeah, I definitely like the Jurassic Park area.
It's definitely fun. Yeah.
There's a lot of greenery too and stuff like that. And just walking, you'll hear some dinosaurs, even though you don't see them. I like just the whole ambiance of the whole thing. It's one of my favorite sections.
Yes. So, anything else we want to mention about the Jurassic Park area before we move on to
that I could think of.
To my favorite area, which is you leave Jurassic Park and you start heading into Harry Potter Land, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And I feel as a Adventure, they've are excellent on all the ambiance and
you have so you have the bridge that brings you over. On the left, you can see the Hogwarts Castle.
the castle. Yeah,
That's where everybody loves to take pictures.
and
on
they
that
also
bridge.
tend to engage there too.
Yeah, a lot of
Or
engagements
married,
happening. Yeah.
Yeah.
That
They
was-
also have a projection show at night there on the castle too.
Yeah.
Yes, we have not seen that
We've
yet.
not seen that yet. Yeah.
We're planning on doing. Well, we usually tend to do Universal and Islands of Adventure in the morning, and do a half day thing.
But we used to do them both parks in the morning each week.
Yeah.
This week we wanted to see the night show, so now
Yes.
we're planning on doing both of our Universal days starting around 3 or 4 and staying there till close.
Right.
But we're rethinking maybe one of the days we'll do in the morning, one of the days we'll do at night because we want to try to hit
We'll hit both Harry
The-
Potter sections.
the
at
Hagrid
night.
coaster, but we also want to see the show.
Right.
So we're winging it
Yeah.
on that end, I guess.
Yeah.
Because we're never there at night. We're never there to see the park at night.
Yeah.
We're usually leaving around 3 or 4. Usually a thunderstorm happens. And usually
Yeah.
that's the good time to leave, and
Right.
we've done the park.
We've done everything that we
done.
could do. Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that?
So for the projection show, just know that it's continuous. So whenever it starts getting dark out, it's continuous for about an hour or so.
Yeah, every few minutes.
And I found
Okay.
that I don't try to do the first ones because it's really crowded. I try to wait closer to closing, so like maybe the last half hour before it closes, because then I can almost go anywhere I want. I can go to the bridge, lean over the rail, and get some good pictures or a good video of it.
So is it like the Tree of Life show where they have that show every once in a while? One show a night then?
It's continuous, so it keeps continuing. But it is similar to that with the projection mapping, but it also has some lasers and some fireworks involved with it as well.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
good.
that's good to know.
Yeah, we always found Universal a lot hotter. So if we went early in the morning, sometimes we would go take a break and then go back later to catch the nighttime shows.
Yeah.
That's smart. Yeah.
Yeah.
We've always tried to get in there for opening.
Yeah.
Because then we head to the back of the parks.
Yeah.
And when it's really quick lines.
Right. And usually, like Avery, you need a break in the middle of the day. So that's why we leave and don't stay the full day.
Yeah. But we do it
So-
twice. We do each park at least once.
Yeah.
We get everything that we want to get done.
Yeah.
That way.
We
Yeah.
don't. Yeah.
And there's stuff that
Definitely.
we can just, since we've done it before, there's stuff that we can skip now. So we feel fine that we haven't missed anything.
Yeah. I think, though, because we haven't been there in a couple of years, we're going to want to do everything. So
We'll
probably
see.
be in the park. Yeah. So-
Yeah. So, Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey, which is the ride that's in the actual castle itself. What are your thoughts on that ride?
I thought it was really incredible, the theming from when you get into the queue, walking through, get on the ride. The ride does kind of throw you around a little more than what the first time I ever rode it, I thought, wow, this is great. I rode it in June, and when I got off, I'm like, oh, I don't know about spinning again there, but it's still incredible the way they did the theming, and you can also, if you don't want to ride, you can also just do the little castle tour
Yes.
for people to know that in
That's what
case you couldn't want to ride it. But the ride's incredible. I mean, you are getting twisted and just going through all the different scenery and stuff.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. How about you guys, Ron? You guys do this ride, I imagine, yes?
Yeah,
Yep.
we do. I love walking through the queue, walking through the
Yeah.
castle.
Yeah.
I wish I could spend hours, I think, in there just being able to look around.
Yeah.
I don't always do the ride, though.
Yeah.
I mean, there's certain parts of the ride where I feel like I kind of get sick. It's like when I
When you
really get backwards.
like almost upside down, your feet are. I feel like I'm gonna fall out. That's
Yeah.
it
It's like I said, I got off there and I'm like, oh, I don't know if I could do that ride anymore or
Yeah.
not. But
Get a
it
little.
really does twist you around and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your family has felt sick with it. So a lot of your family don't do it.
I was fine with it. Sophie had an issue with it.
Yeah.
But she had a butterbeer right before it.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
and so we went on it, and then she spent the next couple hours in their
The
first aid, lying on a bed.
She
didn't get
overheated
sick,
too.
but she got overheated. and
She got overheated.
She felt woozy.
So they had to put a whole bunch of ice packs all around her to cool down. And then she was out. Remember, she was just on out for a good half hour.
But I would ride that again if I could. It depends on the kids whether or not they want to or not.
Mm.
And you don't like they don't like the spider part.
Yeah, I close
You
my
guys
eyes on the spider.
Freak out about the spiders. When we don't do the ride, we definitely do the tour. You can ask them
Yeah.
to do the walkthrough tour, which you're basically walking through the entire castle, and there's usually no one with you. And you get to
Right.
go up the staircase with the talking pictures and whatnot. And
That's so
the
cool.
pictures are
Yeah.
talking to each other.
Mhm.
And you get to walk through most of the queue where the other people are. But as soon as you get to the ride, you just got to basically tell them you're not riding, and they'll send you down the side staircase to get
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
And it's a really, really good. If you guys like Harry Potter in the chats, this is an awesome queue and a great ride. You guys should definitely.
Yeah.
You would love it. I mean, the queue brings you through the castle.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
I love the talking pictures and the movement. And I mean, I still try to figure out how are they doing that because
Yeah.
it looks so.
Amazing. Yeah.
It's-
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's incredible,
It doesn't look just like a screen.
No, it looks like Harry Potter.
It looks like a
in the Harry
portrait
Potter.
with the oil
Yeah.
painting and everything. It looks
Yeah,
fantastic.
it's amazing. Yeah. Yes. We're gonna welcome in Tina McNeil and also
Jim.
More Sunshine, please.
Hi, Jim.
Good morning. Yeah, so that the least we do is do the castle tour.
The
You know,
least
the least we do is the
every
castle
trip.
tour.
That's how much
Yeah.
we love it so much,
Yeah.
and we don't even have to do the ride. So
Right.
But there's one thing about the attraction that's a downer, and that's the locker room situation.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
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 always
We were
seem to
lucky
be-
this time around. We had a non-rider with us, so they went into the three broomsticks and kind of went in and sat there because they were getting something to drink and that, so we were able to leave our stuff with them. But
Yeah.
like you said, that locker room area, it's crazy.
Yes, that is the downside of Universal and Islands of Adventure is they require you to lock up your stuff.
Yeah.
It doesn't cost anything, I don't believe, but it's just the fact that you have to do that. Now with this whole social distancing, how are they going to do that? Because it is a mob house. I mean, you're literally sardines touching numerous people at once.
Yeah.
So how are they going to handle that? The only thing I can think of is they're going to have a worker or two workers, and they're going to have to do it for you. You hand them the stuff, they do it, and then you just remember what your number is, when you come back. And then that's the only way. Or they're not going to be able to use those at all. There's absolutely
I started to try to go light with that. I take a drawstring backpack because I usually will have my wand with me and then my phone. But other than that, I try to go as light as I can to Universal just because of that reason. Any of their coaster rides, you have to put your stuff in.
Yeah, that's the one thing I don't like about those parks.
Yeah.
Is that it's an inconvenience to me.
I mean, seriously, there's so many coasts. Well, because a lot of their coasters go upside down, so I think that's one of their issues. But a lot of the other rides, it's unnecessary because their equivalents in Disney, you can put your bag down by your feet, or you can just hold on to them or whatever, and it's not a huge issue.
If I want to be responsible for my bag, I should be allowed to be able to do it.
They just don't want. If it falls off and kills someone or whatever, then it becomes their issue. But anyways.
Okay.
All right. So anything else you guys want to mention about Hogwarts? The castle ride?
No,
I don't think so.
No.
Well, it's good if they do have the example outside so you can sit in it to see if you
That's
can.
true,
That's right.
So I like that part.
Yeah. So right across from the castle is the Flight of the Hippogriff.
Yes.
Which is kind of like a barnstormer.
Yes.
I guess.
Yeah.
Harry Potter style.
Yeah.
You get to see Hagrid's hut, right? And you get to see what's his name?
Buckbeak.
Buckbeak. That's right.
You gotta make sure you bow to Buckbeak.
What do you think about that one, Amy? You like that ride?
Just like your regular, I don't want to say kiddie coaster, but family coaster. I've ridden that with my nephew and nieces when they were little, because they couldn't ride the bigger rides. So, but that was about it. It's there. It's kind of fun, but it's just what it is.
Ron and Meredith, do you guys bother with it?
You don't usually go. You're usually taking pictures, and I'll go on with the kids. But it's weird because then they'll put you with the kids go together, them two, and then I'm with a stranger. It's weird because they don't let me go by myself. So I guess they want to fill up the ride.
The last time.
Oh, you went on the last time?
Yeah, it's okay. I like it. I go on it because of the theming.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. So I don't think it's a must do for us.
Yeah.
If the lines are extremely long, I don't think we would pass on it. But if it's not too bad, we would go on it.
Yeah.
So we're not opposed either way, but
just for the stuff you see along the ride.
Yeah. So I think because we haven't been there for 2 years, we'll definitely go on it this time.
Yeah, I wouldn't wait for more than 20 minutes for it.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yep.
But if it's no wait, then definitely go in there just for the theme and you get to see all the things on it.
Yeah, I like the Buckbeak in the beginning. Bows at you.
The big problem I have with those type of coasters, I'm close to 6'3". I struggle getting into those things.
Yeah.
Like my knees literally are hitting the seat in front of me. So any little bump, I mean,
on your knees.
So that's why I avoid those because I just don't. I don't want to go through that.
Yeah. I have no problem.
Yeah.
It's not always a must do for us unless the line. And the kids are older. The last time we were there, they weren't with us anyway, and they're older now, so it's not really a must do. But if the line's short or something, like okay, let's check it out.
Okay, so after the Flight of the Hippogriff, before we get to the other rides in this,
don't they have a little stage
in the land? Yeah, so we're gonna go through the little town. What's it called? Hogsmeade.
Hogsmeade.
Yeah.
That's right. So it's Hogsmeade.
Well, they have a stage.
They have a little stage with little shows.
They'll have the
I find very cool.
Ollivanders.
The big frogs. The
Yeah, the
frogs.
frog.
Yeah,
The singing
Oh,
frogs they
yeah,
have,
yeah.
and then they have
Oh,
what's
the
the one
lady
with
with the little batons. And
Yeah.
they
the
Oh,
blue,
yeah.
with the blue outfits, and then the other ones with the sticks.
bow baton, bow buttons.
Yeah.
The female students,
Yeah,
and they do
the Wizard
their,
Cup movie one that they had. They had
Yeah.
those different people
yeah.
there. Yep.
Oh, and then the
And there's no shade, so it's very hot. So we don't
Yeah.
tend to watch.
yeah, we don't stick around and watch those.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we haven't caught the
Something.
show unless we're walking by and they're doing it.
Yeah.
Exactly, because I mean, we're
It's
there in
neat to
July
see
and
it
August,
once.
and I can feel myself melting.
Yeah, it's good to
And
see
that
it.
area is just so jam packed a lot of times too.
It is. Yeah.
They
Yeah.
try to walk through there and things.
Yeah.
I did it once last year because I wanted to get into a vlog that we were doing, and I was there by myself, and I melted. And after that, I said never again. It was worth it. just because it's not the show. It's just that just standing.
Yeah, we stood over to the side in the shade.
Yeah.
Absolutely brutal. And they can't have shade in that area, or else you block the view of the castle.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so it's brutal though.
Yeah, it is. It definitely is.
But has really, really cool things in that area. They have really cool shops.
Oh yeah.
And they have
Yes.
the owlery thing where you can go underneath and you can look up into the rafters, and they have the owls.
You can see the owl poop.
You
And
know.
you could send your mail from there.
Yeah.
Yes.
And don't forget
All
Oliver
of
Wine
the-
Shop.
Yeah.
Olive
Yeah, the
Vander's
wand shop.
Oh, we
I
should-
never seen the show part of it. I just gone into the side because the line was always long for the show part of it.
We seen the show right after it first opened.
Opened.
It was funny. Our daughter was picked. We were trying to see who was going to be picked. She was picked, but then she like shied up and just didn't want to do it. And we were like, "What are you doing?"
That sounds like Sophie.
That happens, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that happens.
But I wouldn't wait. I mean, we waited a long time the first time. We haven't been in there since to see the show, and I wouldn't wait a long time for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I actually, when I did buy my interactive wand, I bought it at the gift shop right as you walk into the park.
Yeah.
And got
We
it
didn't
there.
see the show.
Cart outside.
Yeah.
We didn't
Buy
do
one
the wand show, right?
Yeah.
What are you talking
Yeah.
about?
Yeah.
It
I
was
kind of would like to
so cramped
yeah.
in there.
You couldn't even get in there.
Yeah,
insane.
I would like to maybe get a new wand, and that way both kids can have a wand.
The interactive one?
Yes.
Yeah, we'll have to
and
do
I
that.
knew which one I wanted, so it was like, okay, went right to the little kiosk in the gift shop right at the beginning of the
Yeah.
park.
Maybe we can do the show with as we buy one. See if.
I highly recommend the interactive ones.
Yes.
Oh
Definitely.
yeah, I have one.
I think we need to buy a new one. Get another one. That way both kids could have it.
I already said I agree with you,
Okay.
so we'll be getting one.
I got that on tape.
Yes.
If you have annual passes, you do save a little bit of money off of them with the annual pass discounts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what are they, like $24, I think, or something? It's like right around there, I think.
No, I thought they were 40 for the interactive.
I think
Yeah.
they're more expensive. Yeah. Too late. I got it on video.
Yeah, I think they're 40.
And then, okay, so this is the park where, well, the ladies have a special. You guys have a special experience in the ladies' room, don't you?
You guys don't have it in the men's bathroom?
I don't think there's anybody moaning at us in the men's bathroom.
Yes,
Is there?
yes, there is.
Really?
Yes.
Maybe I never go there. I don't know.
Maybe.
At least I hear. Yeah.
You hear it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in the women's bathroom,
So that's not someone with having issues in the next row.
they rode the castle ride.
Myrtle or whatever.
So we have moaning Myrtle,
Yep.
right? She's in the women's bathroom, and you can hear her moaning. And
Yeah.
Is she making jokes? What does she
no,
do?
she doesn't make jokes. She just does this, I don't know. She just says the same thing that it was in the bathroom at the other.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you'll hear her
And
do the whole thing.
but the
whole
toilets
time.
don't blow up or anything.
No, there's no exploding.
Yeah.
toilet. No, but you'll hear her. You don't see her. You don't see it.
Depends.
Yeah, you just hear the voice or whatever. I
Yeah.
don't remember what she actually says, but you do hear her.
Yeah, it's just the same as if it was in the movie.
That's
You'll
awesome.
just hear her kind of wailing and stuff.
Charlie, now there could be a toilet explosion. It depends.
We have not had an exploding yet.
But definitely, it's again they bring you
The
into
theming
Harry
is-
Potter land.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Islands of Adventure theming is amazing.
Now, they have some cool stores. Again, they are very tiny.
Tiny.
They're trying to keep you
As if you're in the
into-
movie, because those
like
stores
you're
are
in-
small
yes,
too.
Yes, but
Yeah.
one of the cool stores is Honeyduke's.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they have some very colorful candy in that store. It's pretty.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Birdie bots.
Yeah.
They know how to make it look very, very pretty and enticing, and especially for
Want to
little
buy
kids.
everything. Yeah.
All the colorful, bright, colorful
Yes.
candy. They just want to
Yeah.
grab it.
Yeah.
And the $14 chocolate frogs and
Yes. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
true. Yeah. Avery always wants a chocolate frog.
yes.
And it's big. So you only can gnaw at it for so long, and then it's like, what do I do with
You
the rest of
you
this?
waste
You
half
know,
of it, yeah.
that's what we.
Yeah, I usually will wait until I'm at the airport and I'll buy one to take home at the airport.
Oh, that's a good
Just
idea.
because it's always so hot at Universal, and it's like, well, I like to take it home, but it's not going to last. So.
We always tell the kids, you're not buying any chocolate. No chocolate in there.
Some melt in the
Right.
bag.
Yeah, so we don't buy any chocolate.
And those birdie bots are kind of like that Bean Boozle game type of thing, where they have a mixture of disgusting flavors and whatever.
Birdie
I
bots,
don't-
Yeah.
Some of the-
Earwax and vomit.
Grass is one of them.
yeah, really gross. Some bogies.
Liver, like fish, there's like a liver or some weird
Tripe.
type. Yeah.
But,
The
Yeah.
stores though are tough with Avery because he likes his space, and
Yeah.
he wants to just be able to move around, and you can't. So
we usually do a quick run through.
we had a hard time when Harry Potter just opened, and we were in the candy store.
Well, there's a line. There's a line outside. Just
Yeah, there was
you're waiting to get into
turnstiles
the stores.
to get into the store, and then you just stop, and you wait, stop. That's how the whole thing was. You couldn't buy anything. It was just ridiculous.
Yeah.
It was insane.
Yeah, he started having a fit as well, so that
Yes.
was tough. But with him older, I mean, he gets it.
Yeah, he's
he's a
a
little bit better.
A lot better.
Yeah,
He's a lot better in the stores, and they're not as crowded, obviously.
yeah, it's not like it was. Definitely.
Okay. Anything else you want to mention about the land before we hit the next ride?
They also have the Three Broomsticks restaurant.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
So what kind of food do they have there?
We ate
Um,
there once.
I remember there was I had fish and chips, and I think they had like a shepherd's pie type of thing. And
Oh.
there was a third item on the menu, but I can't remember everything else.
Was it a shepherd's pie or a cottage pie? Because Disney Dan.
Yeah, no, I
very
heard them
particular.
Yeah.
talk about it. It's probably more the cottage pie type of thing.
I think so.
I didn't get that. I picked the fish and chips. And then I think they had like an apple strudel type of thing. Plus, you can get your butterbeer
Yes.
frozen or unfrozen at the Boar's Head, or even in line at the Three Broomsticks.
How do you guys like your butterbeer? Frozen or non-frozen?
Frozen.
I like mine frozen.
Yeah.
Frozen.
Same here. Same here.
All
Yeah.
right. All right.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. We tend to get we're getting 2 butterbeers. You and Avery would share. Me and Sophie would share.
Avery
But
wants his own now,
he wants his own. So
but we still end up probably getting just 2. And you guys, I don't drink as much.
yeah.
And then you could buy like that water where you add the flavoring, and then there's pumpkin juice. Or they used to have something in a pumpkin bottle.
yeah.
I never had that, but I think my niece might have bought that one.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the
We
pumpkin
didn't.
juice.
Yeah. None of us like the pumpkin juice.
Yeah.
Now, right after the butterbeer came out, Disney tried to match it with their LaFuse.
Yeah,
brew.
LaFouche brew. Yeah, it's
Um,
not the same. Yeah.
No.
I'm not a big apple juice fan,
A big
so
fail.
right
Exactly.
there wasn't something that I would go for.
I tasted
Yeah.
that and I was like, "This is nothing. Like, no."
Yeah, try to make it like
Butterbeer
a
is like
frosted root beer or something. You know, if they want to try to match.
cream soda. It reminds me.
Yeah,
Of.
Yeah. Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
Breakfast at Broomsticks is the Three Broomsticks is pretty good. We usually get 2 of the egg platters, and we just split it with each other. And it's usually we find it to be enough.
yeah,
Yeah.
we end up doing that at the other place.
Yeah, the Leaky Cauldron. We've done breakfast at the Leaky Cauldron.
I imagine they're the same.
We just tend to
Yeah.
hit it.
Pretty much the same.
Yeah, but we've never done breakfast at the Three Broomsticks. But we did eat lunch there, and I think we just thought it was okay because we have not gone back.
We've never gone back, but I think it's whenever we're in that land, we have already eaten either at the Simpsons and we've come over on the train
Yep.
or something.
Yeah.
Where it's just not
Yeah, we don't hit it,
time to eat.
but I don't think it was anything special. I think
No.
being anything special.
Yeah, it just happened. We had gone back to Universal that evening, and because we wanted to hit up the castle and ride the train, that was a place where we hadn't eaten and everything. So we had our person who was a non-rider kind of go there, got her meal, and then we went on to the castle ride.
Yeah.
Everybody say hi to Ray J.
No,
Welcome in, Ray J.
So Meredith and Ron's going to be down at Disney the same time we are. Do you, when you do your Universal Islands Adventure, do you do that first? I can't remember if you do it all first and then you do Disney, or do you do like a day? Like we have 2 weeks. So Wednesday we'll do Universal Studios, and then the following Wednesday we'll do Islands of Adventure.
You guys clump it all at either the beginning or the end,
Right.
right?
Yeah, we usually do Universal first. But we stay there 5 days or so,
Yeah.
and then we do 10 days at Disney.
All right. So we might see you in the park on the Wednesday then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank the Phoenicians. It's Charlie and Stacy. Welcome in, Disney Dan.
Yeah, usually, if I'm staying on Disney property, it's kind of in the middle of the week, like what you're saying, Tuesday or Wednesday. And if I'm staying off property because I'm with my sister's family and everything, that's usually like a Monday or Tuesday, Wednesday, depending on our schedule and everything.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah. So we'll have to keep an eye out for you guys if you happen to be in the parks on a Wednesday.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Definitely.
All righty. Okay.
See, Disney
so-
Darren, the reason why he popped in is because we were talking about the Three Broomsticks, and we're trying to find out if it was a shepherd's
Got
pie
it right.
or
Or
a pie.
He
So he heard us talking. His,
must have.
his spidey senses
went off. Yeah. He's like, "Oh, talking about food.
Yeah.
So
Oh, the other thing is in that area, it's snow, right? You have the snow,
yeah, there is snow
Yeah.
on,
right?
Yeah.
And the snow on the roofs.
on the roofs.
always snowing in
Right?
Hogsmeade. Yeah.
Yeah. And of course, the windows of the shops, they have neat things to look at as
Very,
well.
very pretty.
Yeah.
Very pretty. It's like you're walking into Hogsmeade.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Mhm.
Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure.
Oh, yes.
We have not ridden this ride. Amy, have you? Did you get on it?
No, I haven't ridden it yet. When we were there the first time around after it opened, that was still where they were open at midday, and then the line filled up, so we weren't really willing to wait. And then when I was there in December, just never had time to get over there, but it wasn't even working, so it wasn't worth really just going over there and not being able to ride it. So hopefully this year or next year I'll get a chance to ride it.
All right, so we are relying on Ron and Meredith. Tell us about Hagrid's motorcycle. Do you get to choose? You're the driver. You get the
Well, so
sidecar?
yes, because you're in pairs when you're going on, so it's side by side. So one goes into the sidecar, one goes on the bike.
Who gets to pick? Is it?
We get to pick, but
We tried it. We went on it twice or 3 times.
twice, I think.
And so the idea was everyone gets to try one
Yeah.
Okay.
section.
Yeah.
However, someone broke that rule because the bikes is the best part.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
He did the bike twice, and I did the sidecar twice.
Just because you
Very
are
nice.
you are
Very
higher
nice.
up, and you really, I think this is the best coaster in Florida. Just
I heard that.
but you really feel like you're riding on a bike, going, flying through.
Yeah, and it's like what is it? Shoot you up. What's that? What do you call it?
Yeah.
It takes off real quick. I forget the
There's
name.
like 4 or 5 sections where it
You
just picks up speed to
there
take
you
you
go.
through various parts of the land. So kind of like
Yeah.
you know how it has the rockets that propels you forward. It kind of
Propels,
simulates
yeah.
that. But there's a lot of theme in that, right? So and I don't know the characters' names, but you get the unicorns.
Yeah, there's unicorns. There's the dog Fluffy, right? With the
Dog
3
Fluffy.
heads.
Oh yeah.
Hagrid is in there.
And it's a talking animatronic Hagrid.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
Which is
great.
really cool.
how are the harnesses? So like if Amy rode the motorcycle, would I have to worry about?
It's a seatbelt.
Oh,
I think it's a seatbelt.
Seatbelt
I
or
think
a lap bar.
it's a lap bar. So there's
Yeah.
no
Nothing
over the
above
head
you.
harness.
No.
You
okay.
feel like you're gonna fall out of it or anything?
No.
No.
It feels, you really feel like you're going fast, and you go side to side, but never you're not upside down or get close to that.
No.
And there is towards the end there when it tries to bring you back to the station, there is a part where it drops.
A little bit. Nothing big.
Yeah, maybe 2 stories, 1 story, 2
Yeah.
stories, and then it takes off again to get you back into the station.
Wow.
Yeah, it's very smooth. I mean, it's fun. I would compare it to maybe like Slinky Dog, but not with all the theming and stuff, with the takeoffs
Sure.
and the smoothness of it. But
Yeah.
it's more thrilling than Slinky Dog, I think, but not scary.
Okay.
Cool.
Just
I'm
fun.
guessing though, probably your first time you'd want to be in the sidecar, because once you ride the motorbike, that's all
Yeah,
you're
you don't
ever
want
gonna-
to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even the queuing through, walking through the queue is fun. I mean, there's one room where you have Hagrid riding a bike, and you can see it and hear it all up above,
Yeah.
and he's
Oh, wow.
casting
Cool.
spells.
That's almost when you get on the ride. So when you get to that room, you get.
Yeah.
We know we've been in there for 5 hours, so we got to see the line really good.
I've seen people's videos and stuff, and
Yeah.
then I've also seen where I think it was Tim Tracker comparing the single rider line versus the regular line early on, but he was like, it's not really worth the single rider line because it's 2. He said maybe if there was 4 or 3 seats, it would be different.
Right.
Now, one thing I'll caution you on is that if you have to leave to go to the restrooms, they do give you a pass.
Hmm.
I will tell you, be careful of what doors you go out, because I had to step out and I was in there backstage.
The
Like,
wrong area.
I had no idea where I was. It was only like all these employees just walking around, and they didn't even stop me. I'm just
Oh wow!
I'm a tourist, didn't know what I was doing. And I'm just like looking around, and
But just when you leave, if you have to leave to go to the bathroom, just remember what section you were in, sort of, because then they can kind of get you backstage, and they'll show a cast member will show you around
Oh, cool.
and get you
Okay.
over to where that.
yeah,
part
because
was.
there's all secret doors around there, and if you tell them where you are, they just you're backstage again, and they're just walking through this cavern maze.
Yeah.
Oh, you're about here. Well, I'll let you in through here.
Yeah. So
Wow.
you find your group.
It's almost
Wow.
worth to leave your station to get some behind the scenes stuff.
It would be-
Well, also, but I couldn't get back into the ride. I mean, like I was literally stuck. I had to these people walking around, and I just get enamored looking around, and then there was nobody, and I'm like, all right, how do I get back? I don't have a badge to get back in.
Yeah, I think you went out the wrong. You weren't supposed to go out that way, because when I went like that.
Oh, that's funny.
Who's Hagrid? Dan wants to know who Hagrid is.
Gotta watch Harry Potter. But I'll say, I think you have to, if there's a ride that you have to wait for,
Yeah, it's this one.
this is
That
the
would
one.
be
I mean,
Okay.
I had it's up there with Rise of the Resistance. I won't say,
Ooh.
I like Rise of the Resistance because of the theme, and I think it's a top-notch attraction.
Wow.
I feel like this one's up there.
This
with
is
that.
like more fun,
Yes.
like it's a good experience, Rise of the Resistance, but this is like more.
This is a
fun.
better ride.
Fun, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if they make
Oh, yeah, it's a
Tron,
must do for me when I go back.
if they make Tron like this, like Hagrid's, then it's going to be
Okay.
definitely a.
I think it'll be similar to
huge
Tron.
Yes.
Yeah,
If Disney's smart, yeah.
If they're smart, that'll be awesome.
Yep.
yeah.
I'm looking
Cool.
forward to seeing this ride.
Yes, we're gonna try very, very hard, and hopefully they do have the virtual waiting line, so we can try that with Avery.
Yeah, I hope they do too, because I don't want to wait 5 hours. I'm not waiting 5 hours. I'm like, forget it.
So this is where the dueling dragons used to be, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Cool. And for those of you who ride roller coasters, so you guys think it's like, is it not as crazy as Aerosmith? More like Slinky
No.
Dog? So it's definitely doable for the Dizney roller coaster fanatic.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Just remember, it goes fast, and you feel you go fast, and you go side to side, but it's
No big drops.
It's smooth and everything that you just get caught up in the moment, and you don't really realize that you're on a roller coaster.
Oh, that's cool.
And there's no big, huge drops or anything like that. It's just fun. It's just fast. So I like that. I don't like drops. So
Well,
I
I'm
love
glad that they propel you, like so that way you don't have to use the heights to do it. So this way you
Right.
can keep it kind of
Yeah.
low and
Yeah.
fast.
Well, I mean, towards the end, there's one part where you go straight up, and it's not that bad, but you go straight up and then you come right back down. They don't like this thing doesn't mess around. You just go up and you come right back down, and it's getting everything you'd want in a roller coaster, in my opinion.
Excellent.
James Ryan says that he wished that they moved the dueling dragon coasters instead of getting
Those
rid of
were-
them.
yeah.
We used to do them
We used to ride
before
'em. Yeah.
before they were known as dueling dragons, right? It was Fire and Ice,
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
There's the ice dragon and there's a red. Yeah, there's a red track and the blue
Blue
track.
track.
And I thought it was still the dueling dragons, but it was right from the beginning.
Yeah,
we
I think it
were
was.
riding 'em.
Yeah, they
We used to ride them,
before they were Harry Potter related.
but then we stopped.
Stopped. Well, did someone's
Right.
legs get cut off or something?
No. What?
What? Something bad happened to somebody on that? I don't know.
You-
I don't know where I got that.
No, I think someone got hit in the face with something. That might have been it,
Oh,
Maybe. Yeah. Yeah.
but not
Maybe
no
someone's leg-
loss of limbs. I don't think.
someone's leg got cut off and hit someone in the face.
Maybe someone's fake lip came off.
All right. So after, all right, Hagrid's Magical Creature Motorbike, Hogwarts Express. That's right around the corner from Hagrid's, right? So
Yeah.
that's the Hogsmeade station that takes you the train ride over to the other park.
Yeah.
So we're not going to go over to the other park, but we can talk about the ride and the wait line. Now, this is not the one that has the 9 3/4
No.
like the other side has.
No.
No.
Definitely still a cool ride. Definitely worth going on the train.
Yeah.
Amy, what are your thoughts on that train that connects?
Yeah, I thought it was pretty interesting. Like you said, it is two different shows on the way there to Hogsmeade and on the way back.
Yeah.
So it's not as like intense going back to Diagon Alley or the London area than it is on the way to.
Yeah.
Without giving away everything, I thought it was really neat how they did that.
it's a must do.
Yeah. It is a must do. I do recommend getting the park to park pass so you can ride that.
What we had Stacy
What?
saying must do again.
Yeah.
Hooray. We have our own Stacy must do. We're on to Meredith. I know that you guys love this train from last week, but how about the ride back? You guys?
I think I like it. I just don't think the queue is as themed as the other
Hi, AJ.
when you're coming from Universal to this park.
Yeah.
But I like the fact that it's a different
Experience.
The screen is different, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Which I think is a big plus. So you at least have to do it twice, right? One.
Yeah.
Start.
You
Yeah.
gotta make sure no one's hiding above.
Yeah,
Gotta
you gotta
poke.
poke it with your wand. Yeah.
Make sure that no one
And I
there.
noticed what different about this is when you go to give your ticket, this side seems always longer to put your ticket through. It takes forever, but at King's Cross, it's really quicker. So
Yeah,
Yes,
I imagine.
yes.
Yeah, that's true
what's
too.
the deal is, and it's always hot right there. So it's like, hurry up, you know?
Yeah.
I think on the way back, I think that's when part of the scenery is you go through.
Is
You
that
go
the
by
night bus?
Malfoy Manor, I think.
Is it?
Oh, maybe the night
Is
bus
it the night
too.
bus one?
But you
can't
definitely
remember.
got to ride it both
gets one.
ways.
Ways,
Ride the
yeah.
train both ways, different scenes.
Yeah.
And different stuff going on, and it's very fun both ways. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's
We enjoy it. We enjoy them.
yeah. I recommend going through King's Cross first. Go through that station. Go that
Yeah.
way. Go through
'Cause it
platform
follows the
9 and
storyline, yeah.
3/4. Yeah. So that's
Yeah.
much.
I can't wait for my mom to do that again. I don't know. I don't think she's done it, or she did.
She did it with
She
us.
did.
We did.
But this will
she
be her
was
second
there.
time doing it, so
Yeah.
I'm looking
and
forward to that.
Yes. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully
I
we can
know.
grab her in
With
November.
everything going on.
All right. So all right, so that's it with Harry Potter Land. Anything else you guys want to mention about Harry Potter Land itself? Because now we're going to be leaving.
Yeah, just
Very
don't
fun.
forget that you can. There's a photo op with the train conductor in front of Hogwarts
Oh,
Express.
yeah.
So you don't have to go into Hogwarts Express. There's a replica of the train up there, and there's usually a train conductor out there.
Yeah, I forgot about that one.
That's cool. Yeah.
That's where the lockers are for Hagrid's too. There's two. There's
Yeah.
one right by the train, and then there's one near the entrance of the ride.
Okay.
Cool. Awesome. All right. So after you leave Hogwarts from that direction, I believe it's Poseidon's Fury. So you're walking into these. Well, you're walking through these. I want to say Middle Eastern type markets where a bunch of different stores where they
Yeah.
have
Mhm.
Crystals and
yeah, that type of stuff.
yeah.
Um, and then they're supposed to have a really, really good restaurant there, I suppose.
Yeah, mythos or mythos.
Yeah, really
Is that a
highly
quick,
rated.
Yeah.
quick service, or do you have to?
No.
It's a sit down restaurant. It's very highly rated.
Yeah,
We go there every time we're there.
yeah, we usually do quick service.
We
and
gotta look at
We did one.
the
Yeah.
park and see where we should eat.
Poseidon the Poseidon's Fury. Have you all done that?
Is that the one inside the different rooms?
You
Yeah.
walk through the water.
I've
Yeah,
done
yeah.
it once, maybe twice, but it's been a while since I've
Yeah.
done it.
It's like an archaeological dig journey type of thing. They bring you into this old temple thing, right?
Yeah.
And then there's the actor guy who's reading the script along the
They
ride.
do a good
and all of a
job.
sudden, the door opens up and you're into the secret underworld type
Right.
of thing.
Right.
You walk through the water tunnel.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
I really enjoy this ride.
I like this ride, but the thing is if you're gonna do it, you want to be in the front.
It's not okay. It's not a ride.
It's not a ride.
It's a walkthrough
show.
Attraction, like I think.
thing where you have like
Yeah.
3 different areas to walk through.
Yeah.
I think.
Different rooms. Yep.
And then you walk through it, and there's a show that happens, and then you walk through another part, and then
Yeah.
another
Another
part.
thing.
So it is definitely entertaining.
There is some times where it's pitch black, so you have to be mindful with young kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Avery had a hard time when he was little
Yeah,
with that.
we always sat in the back though. I think if you sit down in the front, you could get wet because there's
Yeah.
water splashing.
But it doesn't, because it is a walkthrough type thing. There's times where you can't see what's going on because you could have.
There's
You
usually a
know,
big crowd of people.
it
Have you
is
guys done
crowded.
this? Have you guys done this?
We did it a
We-
while ago, remember? And we were in the front, and Ronnie was like the leader because they kept saying Ronnie from Boston. That was Ronnie. So
Yeah.
Ronnie from Boston, he's like would lead the whole group out. So that was fun, but we haven't done it since then.
Yeah.
It's kind of claustrophobic for me, so I'm like,
It is. It definitely feels tight in there because there's a lot of people in there. Yeah. I like it, but I feel that if you're in the front, you could actually see everything. It's probably much
Yeah.
better. You know?
Yeah. So for those of you who haven't done it, right? It's a show. You start off in this pyramid type of thing. You open up some secret door, and you accidentally set this bad guy free. I can't remember if it's what his name was. He's a bad guy that's pretty much equivalent to like Poseidon,
Poseidon,
right?
yeah,
Because
right.
then this bad guy and Poseidon end up having this big battle in this room with water splashing everywhere and everything like that.
Yeah.
And then one of them wins. I won't spoil it who wins, but we end up getting out alive.
Yeah.
That's good.
The water tunnel is cool. They make the water swirl,
Yeah, there is a
and
part
you
where
literally
go
walk through a water tunnel.
water tunnel where the
Yeah.
water swirling around.
It's pretty cool.
That broke one time, and my cousins were going through that, and the water just collapsed on everybody.
Oh my god, no way.
Yeah.
Wow, holy cow.
It was like,
That's
wow,
not supposed
okay.
to happen.
Yeah, they were like, oh, what happened there? Universal did give them a voucher to go get dry clothes or whatever.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Wow, holy cow.
Oh,
yeah.
I definitely would like to do it this trip. The kids are
Yeah.
older.
Yeah, they enjoyed it, and it's not that bad. It's just
think-
it gets you out of the heat.
Right. I think what it is also is when the kids are short, like small, they can't see anything, you know? And
Yeah.
they just hear, and then it's pitch black and stuff like that. But now I think they might enjoy it more.
So, any of you guys know anything else in that Poseidon's Fury area land thing? Because that's the only thing I had as a ride in there besides the shops and that ride. Is there
They do
anything
have some,
else
like,
there?
Pieces of
That's
statue,
what the
right?
You have the talking fountain.
Yes.
Chocolate fountain?
Talking.
Talking.
Oh, talking fountain.
Remember that? Yeah.
I would go for a chocolate fountain.
But yeah, I've seen that 3-coin fountain or whatever, and it talks.
It
Like a
does. It
mystic
does talk to the
fountain.
guests.
I remember that.
Yeah. So there's someone watching and they talk to you.
Yeah.
They mention the color of your shirt. Hey, you know.
Oh.
Yeah.
that'll
And
be
they used to have a Sinbad show back in there. I don't think they do that anymore.
No.
Oh, that's right, too. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. We haven't seen that in I don't know how long.
Yeah. No kidding.
Yeah. Sophie would probably like
Yeah, it
that.
looks like Dan wasn't too happy about the Poseidon's Fury
Oh, yeah.
type of thing. That's an ancient. His quote is, "As an ancient historian, I can't do Poseidon's Fury again. So many inaccuracies. Did not enjoy it at all. Not the bee."
For us, it's just we just hustle through that land most of the time. We don't even stop to see anything.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Walk through, basically.
I understand. Yeah.
They could-
Yeah,
oh,
we-
restaurant.
We've eaten there at the Mythos restaurant. It's usually a must-do for us. It is considered one of the most fanciest in-park restaurants, or on that list. One of
Yeah.
the top restaurants on those restaurant lists for a theme park.
I wrote
The
it down
theming,
so you can check it out.
the theming is incredible. You go in, you're inside a giant cave type of atmosphere. It's kind of nice to get in there, sit down, cool off. They do have a patio area, but it'd be too hot to really eat out there whenever they have that area open. The menu, you do want to look at the menu beforehand, but they do have burgers. There's sandwiches and different things. The last time we were there, I'd gotten a grilled cheese and tomato soup like built in to the bowl. So it was like the grilled cheese was cut out with the tomato soup around it,
Oh,
kind of
wow.
thing. It was really good
Wow.
and stuff. Yeah. So they do different things. They have burgers. So if you have people do that, I'm trying to remember what else was on there. There's some salads and things, but my sister would always make a reservation. I know she kind of messed up our days because she thought we were supposed to eat it there that one day, but they were really good and got us in that day that we went there.
Is it like a American steak place or?
Not really. I'm not saying that it's exotic food or anything, but they do have different. It's hard to say. Like, I'm not saying it's like Greek food or anything. They do have some normal food, but it's not like it's. If you do have picky eaters, I would try to look at the menu first, unless they can eat a burger or something. And I think they do have like a kids menu, but none of us really qualified for
I'm gonna
that.
check out the menu.
Anything comparable that you can think of that Disney World might have a restaurant like it?
It's hard to say. Probably like one of the resort type restaurants. I don't think anything in the park would kind of match that.
Yeah. We ate there once, but that was it. I mean, it was okay. I mean, wasn't.
Yeah, we've never been in there.
I mean, it was good. We didn't go there again. It was nothing we had to do again.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Like I said, I'm usually with my sister's family when we go there. If I'm there myself, I just pick up fast food or eat in City Walk, but
Yeah.
they really like that place. So,
Yeah.
so for them, it's always a must do, and they make the reservation and stuff. And my brother-in-law, he is kind of picky, but he'll get the burger and stuff. So, and it's just kind of nice to go in. It's cool. It's cave-like theming. So I think that's what they're looking more at too.
Yeah, I'll definitely check that out. Avery just came down.
They can never read that when you try to show them.
Well,
Huh.
won't you present?
When are we doing lunch? How are we doing for lunch?
We do it for lunch.
He's always about food.
Yeah, he's getting
That's a
hungry.
boy for you.
All right, so the next land we have then, Dr. Seuss land, right?
Dr. Seuss, yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think about this land in general?
I think it's cute. It's whimsical. I mean, it's decorated like a Dr. Seuss movie and stuff, and it's a good family area with the carousel, and then like the one fish, two fish is kind of like the probably the flying carpets where you're trying to dodge the camels spitting on you. They have the fish, so you have to listen to the song.
Yep.
The Cat in the Hat ride's kind of like the Winnie the Pooh ride, but I think it spins a little more on the Cat in the Hat ride.
Yes.
And then I love the little sky coaster thing that they have. Or the little train.
True. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You can get very hot on that ride.
How about you, Ron and Meredith? What do you guys think about the land in general
Like
before we hit the rides?
Yeah. I like the demon, especially growing up reading the Dr. Seuss books.
Yeah.
Very, very bright in there. And I'll tell you, going through that land at Christmas time, you've seen that.
Oh yeah.
With all the different Christmas trees. And then you see a lot more Whoville characters during that time, and the Grinch.
That's
I don't.
great.
I like it. I don't go through there for the attractions, but I go there for the theme and to be able to look around at everything.
Yeah, definitely at Christmas it was whimsical, different,
Yeah,
purple.
they do the
It's not typical Christmas decorations, it's Whoville decorations.
Yeah.
So
Right.
the Grinchmas.
yeah, the
Grinchmas is
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
We had breakfast with the Grinch.
he is a good character interaction.
that was probably the best I mean, we've done a lot of character stuff at Disney, but when we did the Grinch breakfast, that's still my number one right now. Not for the food, but just the character
Grinch,
interactions.
he is awesome because you had a Grinch shirt on, but then you had
I still
had
have
the
tag.
sticker on it that said extra large, and he's like, "Ooh, embarrassing!" Right? I put my phone down because when he came up, and then he picked it up, and it was recording, and he's like looking at, and he's recording into my phone and stuff. It was funny.
That's
He was just
awesome.
awesome.
I hear you should bring him an onion.
Oh yeah, that's what
Yeah.
everyone's doing.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Oh, is everybody doing that now? Because I saw
Yeah,
that
there's a lot of people doing
YouTube
that,
thing
yeah.
that went like viral.
Viral, yeah.
So I gave him an onion, and he started really hamming it up. It was
Really?
funny. Yeah,
All right,
yeah,
we're
yeah.
gonna have to do that.
But everybody's doing it, so maybe
Yeah.
we should bring him like a garlic or
Garlic.
Garlic, yeah.
Yeah.
Something different, yeah.
a tomato.
So we enjoy going through
It's very
Dr.
colorful.
Seuss.
I
land.
love it.
Yeah, it definitely is. I enjoy it. It's like equivalent, I don't know, Toontown maybe.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, similar.
Yeah, I would say
There's
that.
more.
Better rides, yeah.
Yeah, there's much more in.
We have 4 rides in this area that
right.
we got to go through.
Yeah.
So the first one from this direction is the High in the Sky Seuss Trolley Train Ride, which we definitely Amy touched upon.
Yeah.
Want
You
to tell
get
everybody
high
what
on
that's
it,
about? Amy, you want to tell them?
It's kind of like a little train that goes around actually the land, and they do have 2 different tracks. One, I think they both kind of skim through the one restaurant, but then one kind of goes more down by the lake, and the other one just stays within the town itself and everything. I think it's cute. You can get a good lay of the land of it, and if you get to try both sides. I think every time I've gone, they either only had one side, just because it wasn't as busy at that point. But it's fun. The line can get long if they only have the one side running, though. or the wait
Yeah.
can be long.
Yes, it's up in the air. It's
Yeah.
up on the
Yeah.
top above the land, so you
Yeah.
get it's pretty cool.
Kind of like a
Meredith-
mini monorail.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
In a way, yeah.
a mini monorail, a mini
People mover.
yeah, people mover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People mover,
Yeah,
baby.
there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ron, do you fit on this ride?
Do I?
Yeah, I think we've got enough room.
I think I barely have enough room. Although
Well, because your bag, that's why.
I don't always go on this one
Yeah.
because I'm always besides the videos, I like taking lots of pictures, so it gives me an opportunity
A
to
lot of
go
pictures.
through this lane and take pictures. But I don't. We enjoy it.
Yeah, I like it. I like how it goes around and you can see everything. If it's not too long, because that's a hot wait like that. I don't know. It's not really
Yeah,
a fun view. It's just like age, basically.
Yes, it is a basic outdoor queue.
Yes,
Yeah.
and there's no cover, right?
Yeah.
On the screen,
Some areas.
because you can get very hot on that.
Are you sure
Yeah.
it doesn't have covers on it?
I think once you start going up the stairs, there's no
Up the
cover.
ramp, yeah.
Yeah.
As soon as you get up more and more,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
Huh.
I don't know. I thought there was one thing
It's
that you would still
definitely-
get hot on that.
I do get hot, but I thought they had like little tiny roof type of things
Yeah, I
above
don't
your
know.
seat. But
I don't
again, it's not
remember.
much. But again, I do get hot on that ride.
Yeah.
But it's definitely a cool place to view the entire land,
Mhm.
and it does go through the restaurant again.
Yeah.
Which is another thing that's cool.
Mhm.
I like it. It's
I enjoy it.
it's a must do. You like
It
to
is.
do?
It is. We definitely do it every time we're there. We
Yeah.
definitely do. So it's
Yeah.
a must do. Yeah.
And isn't this the one that where it exits you out into where they have all the candy and caramel apples in that store?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Yes.
that's on purpose.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You buy the candy or the
It smells
apples.
so
Or,
good.
You can smell
that
the
cotton
sweetness.
candy is huge.
Yeah,
You buy a cotton candy, like two or three people could eat that.
yeah.
They're no dummies. Every ride exits in a store.
Mhm.
Or yeah,
Yeah.
Okay, so the next. Okay, also in that land they have the carousel, I guess it's
Yeah.
called.
We don't do
Carousel.
that one.
We don't do the carousel.
Yeah, we haven't done that since the kids were little. Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't even really do the one in Disney, unless there's no wait.
Unless there's like no
Yeah.
wait and it's just like we're totally done with everything else, then we'll do that type of thing.
Yeah.
But I don't remember the last time we did the carousel.
we rode it this last trip. But like you said, we don't necessarily, if the line's long, that's okay. We ridden merry-go-rounds or carousels.
Yeah.
But this time around, there was no wait, so we did go ahead on.
I think we've only done it once in the very beginning, first time we were in
Yeah,
the
when the
park.
kids are littler. Yeah.
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 Okay, so after that, another one that Amy had mentioned, the one fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish.
Yeah.
Now the key with this thing is you gotta listen to the words or you're gonna get wet. Right? It didn't dawn on me like the first time I wasn't listening to the words, and it was basically telling you how to avoid the water.
Oh, I didn't.
Yeah.
I've never been on this.
So if you listen to it, it says up, up, up. You're supposed to pull it up or whatever, and down, down, or whatever. And then if you're not listening and you're in the wrong spot, you're getting soaked. You're getting wet. So that's just like like you said, Aladdin's mat carpets, right?
Yeah,
guys-
or Dumbo or whatever.
Do you guys bother with this ride?
No. Do we?
I
The kids
try
might go
to.
on it.
I like getting wet, so I try to do the opposite of what they say in this song. Try to get them wet.
That's usually me.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
for a spinner, I enjoy this better than Dumbo and the Magic Carpets, just because
Yeah.
I have to listen, and there's something I have to do. I don't know.
It's true. I enjoy it better than the Dumbo and
I think
Aladdin's.
Sophie's gonna want to do this, right?
I usually will do it too. And I'm like, Ron, if it's hot, I'm like, oh, I'll just go ahead and get wet. Who cares? Just
Yeah.
is a good cool off thing.
We should put both kids together on the ride.
Yeah, the dining. Yep, the good dining at Universal is in City Walk. Yes, City Walk's a whole other area.
Yeah, it is. It's a
food.
You can
Right?
spend the day just in City Walk. All the food
Lots
and
of people do.
shops. Yep.
All right,
Yeah.
so the last ride that I
Yes.
think I have in the park. I think I've hit every single ride except this one, which is the Cat in the Hat ride. I compare this to Winnie the Pooh. What do you guys
Yeah.
think?
Similar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, similar. Yes.
With spinnies.
With more spinning, yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think about this ride?
I think it's kind of enjoyable. You are going through the story of it. I've never caught it where we had to wait long in line at all.
Right.
So a lot of times, we're pretty much walking through the queue and right on to the ride, or maybe a 2-minute wait or so. So
Yeah.
I've never really waited on long. It's whimsical. It's cute. And you do spin around and you're riding the little couch.
Yes, it's cute. How about you, Ron? Do you guys just skip this one, or you go on it once in a while?
We
Do
go
you
on it.
You
I-
haven't gone on it.
I'm hit and miss because I don't like the spinning part.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think this one's more themed. There's
Yeah.
more rooms, more theming than Winnie the
Yeah.
yeah.
I
It seems longer too for some reason. I don't know. And I like the story, but I think they need to like update a little, maybe
Yeah.
paint something. It's a little dated. It
Yeah,
needs,
shabby.
it's a little dirty.
Definitely.
Yes,
Yeah.
I think that out of all the rides out of Disney World and Universal, the Cat in the Hat needs a paint job. Like that's the one that needs the most maintenance.
Yep.
Yeah.
Paint. Yeah, the paint job is you can
It's
see
just fading, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they definitely need to fix that. But other than that, I like the ride. I think it's fun.
Yeah, me too. I used to the spinning used to get to me worse
Yeah.
10 years ago. Now it doesn't affect me anymore. So I'm
Yeah,
really
think you've
happy I
gotten
can ride
used to
that
it.
ride now.
Yeah, so we will always do this ride when we're in the park.
Yes, and the thing is, it's usually not a long wait, but
Right.
I think they increase their waiting time numbers. I don't know why they do this. So say it's 25 minutes when it's actually 10.
Yeah.
You
I've
know, so
noticed
that's
that
what's
too. Yeah.
irritating with some
Yeah.
of these rides. I wish they'd give you a real time waiting time.
Yeah.
I think some people play games or not, or maybe they just get lazy and they don't update it enough. But okay, so that is the last ride in this park.
Yeah. Now they don't have any parades in this park, correct?
No.
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 'Cause
Yeah,
we've
it's
never
not
seen
really.
any parades in
There's
this
some.
park.
Yeah, there's not really a parade route,
I mean, right, exactly. So I didn't think that they had.
and some of the pathways are pretty kind of narrow around the
Yeah.
lake. You know.
Yeah, the only thing I've ever seen is like the character interaction or like a Grinchmas. They'd bring out the Grinchmas, all the Who's and
yeah.
those characters, but
Yes, they
nothing
do
like
have-
a parade.
The Cat in the Hat land, no, it's Dr. Seuss land. They do have a lot of characters. There's like 4 or 5 of them, aren't there?
Where?
Did-
You have the Green Eggs and Ham guy.
Yeah.
The Sam I Am.
Thing
Yeah.
one,
Oh, yeah,
two.
you do have
Yeah,
that.
thing one, thing two.
Cat in the Hat.
I forgot about those little areas. That's right.
Yeah.
And they do have a green eggs and ham rest, like a quick service, but I've never seen it open whenever I was there to know what type of food they have there.
We've seen that.
But there's also a show where they have a lot of the Dr. Seuss characters they dance, and then you can get pictures with them afterwards.
Yes.
But it's very sporadic. It's
Yeah.
like it's one of those ones that's it's not in the guide.
Right.
You just
Yeah.
pops up. It's just there.
I feel
Yeah.
that whole park is like that.
Yeah.
There's no times.
Yeah.
Other than Spider-Man, there's no times. And you just catch it if you can catch it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do that so people don't hang around in big groups waiting. And so it's kind of
Right. Yeah.
everyone. You just have to happen upon it. I don't know.
Okay, so I have a question now. Okay, so for all those people that we know of that love Disney and tend to never have been to Universal, what do you think we could tell them to convince them to try out the Universal parks?
They're missing so much.
I think
They'll love
they
it just
are
as
missing just because it's not Disney doesn't mean it's
Not
evil,
good.
doesn't mean it's not bad.
Yeah.
It definitely has a lot to offer. But what would you guys think? How could you get them? How would you talk to someone, talking them into checking out Universal?
Who's gonna go?
I can go. I would say if you like to be immersed, like so, I think of Star Wars, and even Pandora. If you like where you want to be immersed into a land, then you are missing a lot by not going to Universal.
Especially the Islands of Adventure. Yeah.
Well, and it's just Harry Potter alone.
Yeah.
I mean, those are done at such a high level. I mean, I could almost say that they might be better than Star Wars Galaxy's Edge and
Yeah.
I know every time I go in there, I feel like I'm really part of Harry Potter. And I feel like that every year I've gone since it's opened.
Yeah, and we spend a lot of time in there. It could be like 2 to 3 hours just in those lands, walking around, discovering everything, taking pictures, doing the wand thing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of time you can spend.
Yeah.
I think they're definitely missing out in a way. I'm not sure what to say, because if they're not into Harry Potter, what else is the draw besides them thinking, well, I could ride the Hulk coaster, something like the Hulk coaster 2 minutes from my house or something. But like you said, there is a lot of immersion in those lands, especially at Islands of Adventure and Diagon Alley and everything. So
Yeah, so you do have Harry Potter.
except now a lot of their Florida friends are getting those annual passes, so maybe that'll be the draw for someone to, okay, since Donna has a annual pass, let's go hang out at Universal or something,
Yeah.
So there's also if you like the Marvel universe, there's a section of Marvel stuff too. So it's Harry Potter, Marvel is the big draws.
Yeah.
I think for those folks. And again,
I would add, the wait times don't seem to be crazy like at Disney. I mean, maybe like Hagrid's might be the only exception, or maybe a couple of the Harry Potter rides, but they still never get as crazy as I've seen at Disney, which to me is a plus. If I don't have to wait for a ride as long, I'm going to gravitate towards that.
Yeah, and the character interactions are way better at Universal than at Disney. And you don't really have to wait. It's just kind of walk up and talk to them, take pictures, they interact with you. It's more, they give you more time, I think.
Yep, I agree. I totally agree.
Yeah, the park in general, I think, tends to be less crowded.
Yep.
As well.
Yeah.
And
well, if you think about it, I tend not to see baby carriages or children in carriages as much as
because
Disney.
It's mostly older.
Makes sense. And I don't see many scooters, right? People have mobility issues. I don't see as many going to this park as they would with Disney. Just
totally agree.
Because the rides are just not
the nature of the
ride. Compatible, like.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, I know I missed the park. I really missed.
I did.
Going.
Yeah, we took two years off because it was on purpose, because we knew Hagrid's wasn't coming right away.
Yeah. So
we were like, the next new thing is going to be pretty much Hagrid's, and we had done Universal. We were doing it every year.
Yeah.
And we were doing it every year for like 20, 30 years.
Yeah.
And so it was a good time to take a break.
Yeah.
So now,
and the kids are older, so they're going to be able to enjoy stuff more.
Yeah, so now we're going to be getting our annual passes back in August, and we're going to start probably doing them every year again. And definitely worth it. We love it. We do there twice per trip.
Yeah.
At least, and then.
But if we have the annual passes, we always could decide, like, if we have like a down day, we could always say, let's go
back there whenever we want.
Go back there and do Harry Potter Land all over again or whatever.
Yeah.
So that's why I like that we have the annual passes. So
and it makes sense for us to do the annual passes because we get 2 years of trips out of it.
Right.
Yeah.
So, definitely.
Yeah.
All right. So anybody else want to say anything about either of the Universal parks? Because we're going to wrap it up. We're at 2 hours. Wow, it's shorter show this time.
Avery's waiting for lunch.
Yeah. I just recommended, give it a try. I know you love the Disney bubble and stuff like that. I only say that because I had lived there when it opened, so I've been going ever since Universal opened, and I try to go if I can on one of my trips and stuff. And I did take a little bit of a hiatus too, because for me, and when I went last June, Diagon Alley was new to me, and I did do Hogsmeade before, and everything. So it's a nice little break, and you do see the different immersions and stuff too. So
did we welcome in Tina McNeil?
Yes, we did.
Okay. For sure. Ron and Meredith, anything?
I just say I think this is a must. It's a must stop for us.
Yep.
Just about every trip. I know there was a time where I wasn't happy with Universal and would skip it. I just thought it wasn't as clean.
Yeah.
That was a long time
They
ago.
weren't really
Yeah.
friendly. But
Yeah.
Changed a lot.
since Comcast Universal's bought them out and then they did Harry Potter and they saw how successful that was. I feel like maybe it's not up to the Disney standards, but they do some things that are better than Disney.
Mhm.
I just really enjoy going here, and I feel more relaxed because I don't have to plan.
Right.
Yeah, you can just
True.
go, because I've gone in the evening and been able to hit different rides because the crowd has moved on or whatever. You're not having to plan 3 months out a ride that you want to do or
And
anything.
when that park closes, I always find there's not a mad rush. Like
Yeah,
the park, an hour or two before the park closes, people are already starting to leave in mass.
Mhm. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like at Disney, once the fireworks end, it's a mass
Yeah.
exodus.
it's
Yeah.
I don't
yeah.
like that at Universal, which
No.
is nice.
Yeah. It's like a
Yeah.
relaxed leaving.
And you have the city walk to kind of walk out of too. So
Yeah.
Right. So everyone spreads in different directions. So it's not a big.
yeah,
So I would say I would go because I think it's a change of pace of Disney, and it just gives you a break
Yes.
from the
Yeah.
hustle and bustle. Where this you can kind of take it a lot slower.
Yeah.
Than
And
if you
it's
were at
okay
Disney.
to like other things besides Disney.
yeah.
It's okay.
Well said, yeah.
They're not
I
gonna
think the only hindrance for some could be the ticket price. I mean, I'm not sure what a 1 day is. I know for the 2 day park to park, it was like 190, 180 or 190. That might be the drawback there. I'm not sure. But if you look on their website and stuff, and I'm sure they're going to have specials to
Yeah.
get people back. I mean, they're going to be opening here real soon. And I'm sure they want to get up and running because they know people want to run to Disney. But hey, wait a minute, I could go to Universal, 2-3 weeks earlier and start
Right.
putting my money into them.
Right.
So
Yeah, I definitely miss the laid back and no planning with Disney.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With
It's-
Universal.
Yeah, so Universal, I really enjoy, just being able to do whatever we want to do and just kind of stroll through that we want versus, oh, I have a fast pass here. Now I have to run across the park because the fast pass is there,
Yeah.
yeah,
So I like
I
that.
hear
It definitely gives a good break.
It's like we used to
It's
do
the
in
old
old school.
Disney,
Old
yeah.
school. We used to
Yeah.
just
You don't have to live by the watch. Just
Right.
yeah.
Right.
flow. Yeah.
Yep.
excellent. Perfect. Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right, Amy, what's coming up on your channel? Let's go around the horn and say what's coming up. So before we sign off here, what's going on?
Right now, since I've gone back to work, I'm trying to figure out like a new time to go. But I think later today around, think about 5:30 or 6:30, I'm gonna do a trivia day, and that'll be it. And then on Tuesday, I'm probably gonna go live at 5:30 p.m. to 6:30 type of thing, just a Disney talk show or something. So I'm just trying to figure out a new schedule for myself since I'm back to work off the shutdown. So now I'm back to work. So, and I was doing like late night trivias and stuff like that, but now that I'm back to work, that just isn't going to work out.
How about
So
you?
So we did release a new video today that went through the Disney Backstage collection, which was the monthly subscription that Disney was doing, but they recently canceled. So we were like 7 months into it, so we kind of went through what that was like and what we kind of got. We were getting in the mail. Tuesdays we're still doing our Disney trivia video. We changed it up a little to try to give people more info. If you get the question wrong, we wanted to give you a little more details about the
answer, why it is the answer.
Yeah.
Awesome. Good.
Yeah.
And then so we do go live every Thursday night at 9 p.m. Last week we were going to talk about helping us make dinner reservations for our Christmas trip. We're going to actually do that this week.
Ooh.
That'll be nice.
All right. Yeah. Awesome. What do we got going on?
I didn't bring my notes.
Wednesday we're going to be finishing up our 4-park series in regards to ranking the rides.
So Hollywood
That's-
Studios, right?
That's yes, Hollywood Studios, with Derek and Greg from D&G Explorers and Jim from More Sunshine Please.
Yep.
And then I think that's the only thing that's on the slate. I know I'm going to be on Disney Dance Show next Saturday. We're on Disney Dance Show. I think we're talking Lion King.
Lion King, yes, the
And
movie
then-
Lion King. Yep.
And then after that, I am back on with Walt and Steve and Jim, and we're going to finish up our bracket regarding movie
Movie franchises.
movie franchises. That's
Yeah.
it. Yeah. So if you guys caught that last night, it was pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not sure if Walt missed any. You know, I was thinking of some different series that weren't in there, but
Yeah, I was too.
you can't nail them all.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was still fun, and I can't wait to get back on that. So yeah, but we will definitely be in touch with you guys for future shows and whatnot because we have fun with you guys.
Yep,
Yeah,
same
so-
here. It's a lot of fun.
I know I have I think I have a couple of rides that I can do videos on. Space Mountain.
Is there one in the middle?
No, I have to work it. Space Mountain, I think the July 4th fireworks in Epcot.
Yeah.
And there's another one. Spaceship Earth. I think I have those I have to work.
All right.
So
Get to editing.
yeah.
All right, guys. Well, thank you all for joining us today and
Yes.
showing some love to Islands of Adventure. And I guess we will see you Wednesday. Don't forget to check out Dean at theliveplace.com. He has everybody's channels and the times that they are that they go live streaming during the week. I know the Duphily crew goes on Thursdays at 9, right?
Yep.
And Amy is in the middle of coming up with a new showtime. Is that what you were saying?
Yeah, because I had different show times, but then different things had come up, and then it is hard after work time because everybody streams in the evening. So just
No.
trying to find that little magic spot of like, okay, let me see where to go or
Yeah.
I
whatever.
know, and it seems like more and more people are over.
Getting on board, yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just figure I just have to go with it and do that. So
Pretty much, yeah.
yeah.
We're on Wednesdays at 8. No, Wednesdays at 7.
7.
I can't expect people to go when I don't even know my own time. Wednesdays at 7, and then Sunday mornings at 11.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
thank
Everybody
you all for coming back.
notification bell, so everyone then it'll pop up on your phone, and then you can find you.
Yeah.
Right?
Right. Hit the notification bell. Thank
Hit
you.
the notification bell, hit that like button.
Thanks, guys. Yes, that's what we call. Don't forget to do your duty.
It's a big booty.
That's what we try to. And we miserably fail all the time. All right, guys. We'll see you next time.
Bye everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everybody.
And